This podcast contains discussions of mature themes, including violence, which may not be suitable for all audiences. Please proceed with caution. Listener discretion is advised.
Oh, man. I got peanut butter on my penis.
Gotcha.
Hey yo, welcome to Dark Talk, episode 12. As always, I'm your host Dan, and I'm joined by my two comrades, Paul and James. How are you guys?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you two?
Yeah, I'm very good, thank you. I'm much better than last week when I was hungover and couldn't speak, basically.
I'm more impressed with Paul's actual reply this time instead of hey.
I've had a week to think about it, and I did. And
I've literally been thinking the same thing all week. Like, right, I'm going to be more upbeat when Dan asks me how I'm doing.
Yeah, that's how I think we should all be.
Yeah,
all the time. I've been practicing all day. I've been sitting on my own, like on my sofa, just like, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
You've been talking to like ChatGPT or something to stimulate some conversation.
How do I answer when someone says, how are you? And it was like, it came up like Terminator. It was like, fuck you, asshole. Because we know in about 10 years, ChatGPT will become Skynet. So
fuck that, it's not clever enough.
People are like passing exams using it and stuff. We're gonna have like doctors in like 5 years who don't know how to be doctors because they passed all their exams using ChatGPT.
Yeah. Or like bakers where like all the bread's like half toasted. People like that.
It's like doughy in the middle.
Yeah.
Or like chefs where the meat just comes out served raw.
Yeah. Or like not on plates and stuff, and they're like, ugh, they didn't teach me that in English.
I didn't turn up that day.
Yeah. like the basic, like, oh, so you serve cutlery with a meal like that.
So AI language models aside, what have you guys been doing to keep you occupied this past week, apart from spending money because it's Christmas still?
I've actually only watched like one film. It was Hook, which is a great film and one of my childhood favourites. But other than that, I've oh yeah, and I sat through the whole film because I can quote that film like start to finish. And like I do on a daily basis, I'll just like say the quotes from that film inside my head. So like obviously I was watching it with the missus, and before they say everything, I'll just say the line. I think I'm dead clever, and then after I say it, I feel like resentment towards myself. I'm like, why am I doing this? And then the next line will come up and I'll say it again. I'll do it again, and then I'll be like, oh, why do I keep doing this? Anyway, other than watching Hook, I've been playing The Last of Us again, and I just finished it today for the 10th time or whatever. And oh god, I love that game.
Did you watch?
Dan,
Did you watch the series?
Yeah, I watched the series. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I've never played the game. But...
Yeah, you never played the game? Oh, the game is so good. And I've just installed the second game, so season 2 of that is looking so good.
Are they doing another one, are they? I mean, obviously they're going to, but yeah, I didn't know that.
When you came out to me and confessed to me that The Last of Us was your favourite computer game, video game ever, my incredulous face, I was like, what? More than SmackDown? And you were like, yeah. And I was like, what? More than San Andreas? And you were like, yeah. And I was like, what? More than Resident Evil 4? And you were like, yeah.
Yeah, and I was just tops them.
I felt like just like casting you out. I was like, fuck you.
But you haven't played it, so
no, you're right. I haven't. I've seen it, and I've seen I've seen some of the first series, and I thought it was fucking amazing. Like, I just love Pedro Pascal so much.
Pedro's awesome, yeah. Well, the game is like, I don't know how other people think about it. It's a huge hit. But for me, I don't know, it's like got like a lot of depth in that, and characters are great. It's like watching a film, but like the action parts of the game where you've got to like snipe people out and stuff. I fucking love it. So like, that's
how I felt about Metal Gear Solid when it first came out. Oh my god.
See, sorry, I don't want to interrupt, but the Resident Evil 4 remake, they based the controls pretty much exactly on The Last of Us.
Yeah, same engine.
Yes, and it's almost the same kind of gameplay, So like The Last of Us is basically like Resident Evil 4, but without the silliness, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Which doesn't take away from Resident Evil 4 because that's what makes the game. That's like been one of my favourite games. Since
Is that the same engine as the Resident Evil 2 remake? Do you know?
Yeah.
I played that recently.
It could be. They're very similar.
I bought that and I was like, fuck, I'm going to actually sit through and finish an entire game. This was during COVID, actually. And I actually had COVID, so I was like, oh, sick, yeah, I'll just get that. And fuck me, it's so hard.
It's so hard.
You know when that tyrant turns up, the bald one, who chases you like throughout anywhere, and I was like, oh, I'll just hide in the hallway for a bit because I can't find any herbs, no first aid sprays. I'm basically on danger anyway, so I'm like limping everywhere. I was like, I'll be safe in the police hallway, and then he just walks in. He can just come in anywhere. He can chase you through anything apart from a save room, I think, and it's so hard.
Yeah, that stressed me out, that part of the game. So when I first saw him, I was like, oh fuck, man, right? I ran to a save point, saved the game. And I thought, right, I'm just going to test now. I'm going to turn the game off, but I'm going to use up all the ammo that I've got left on him and see how much it takes to bring him down. So I fought him and I gunned him down. He got down to his knees. And I turned the game off and I've never put it back on because I just don't need that kind of stress in my life, you know?
Well, I've got like...
That's exactly how I felt about Resident Evil 2 Remake. I played it for about 4 hours and I was like, nah.
Yeah.
I am definitely going to give it another go because it is so good. Like, it is so atmospheric, and the zombies are just like they're like so hard as well. It's like it's what a Resident Evil game should be. It's proper survival horror.
Yeah,
whereas
it's great.
Whereas Resident Evil 4 is just over the top brutality, like bazookas, machine guns. I fucking love Resident Evil 4. It's my favourite game. And the remake is so good. So good.
Oh, we played it we played at yours one night we were drinking and we were trying to do
the
demo we were playing, but just on repeat.
The demo, just trying to fight the chainsaw guy in the village. It was it was awesome. Loved it.
I remember that, like, I think it was last year when you messaged me saying, oh, install the demo. And you were like, I can't beat it. And I installed it, and about an hour later I was like, yeah, I beat it on my first go. But not because I'm good, not because I'm probably like average at any game. But I just winged it. I don't know how I did it. I just sort of legged it and just took it. It was great.
Yeah. So I'm like, that part of the game where you enter the village and the chainsaw dude comes after you, that scares me in the original over-the-top comedy action Resident Evil 4. So when they did like a grittier, darker reboot of it for this remake, I was like, oh my god, like shit in my pants.
Do you know what though? So like I would say for me, every single Resident Evil adaptation is shit, and I think they should make 4 into a TV series and make it like proper true to the game, like The Last of Us did, you know, and like get some actual good actors in it and make it like pretty true to the game. That would be really good.
Did you ever play
There are a few films that there are a few films that are like that Resident Evil 4 took a lot from. There's a film called Dagon, which is quite a low budget horror film, but like there's so many, like, I think there's actual, you know how like Silent Hill always takes things for the background of the school and the doors and things like that. I think they did some of that for Resident Evil 4. They took some parts of like this film Dagon and used it in the game. They definitely did that with a book of like, this is going to be a boring story, but there was some artist who took some photos of like wood and samples and carpets and all kinds of like cool looking shit. And I think Capcom ripped off the book and actually used the textures in Resident Evil 4, the original, and they got sued for it and had to pay like a hefty sum.
Did you ever?
What were you going to say, James?
I was going to say, did you ever play the? I think originally they were just for the GameCube. It was Resident Evil, the remakes of 1 and there was Resident Evil 0, wasn't there? And that was so like, from my memory, it was like so dark, and even harder than like the new remakes now. It was just like impossible. And it was just too hard to play. It was too scary to play back then.
It's still one of the best games now. It still holds up today. The Resident Evil 1 remake, a lot of people say that is the best Resident Evil game.
It reminds me of like, you know, like the GTA 4 engine where everything's like a lot slower, and I might be completely, I'm just misremembering this, but it's just so dark as well. Like GTA 4, I swear, is always at night time.
Yeah, it's from Resident Evil 1 remake, I just seem to remember like the whole entire game is lit by like gas lamps, and it's just such a like atmospheric game.
It's like
amazing game.
It's all like practical lights in it, like lamps and shit like that.
Now I think I might be wrong on this. They're doing another remake. They're either remaking Code Veronica or they're remaking Resident Evil 1 again. It's one of the two, you know. And I think if ever a game doesn't need a remake, it's that Resident Evil 1 remake, because that is just almost a perfect game, I think.
Yeah, but they really don't need to remake Code Veronica because that game sucked.
Yeah, I think I was like I'd stopped playing games at that point when they came out. Or was that for the Dreamcast?
That was on the Dreamcast.
Initially on the
That's
Dreamcast.
how I played it.
It was initially on the Dreamcast, then I had it on the PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
So originally, Code Veronica was meant to be Resident Evil 3.
Because it's got...
It was to be exclusive to the Dreamcast.
Right.
But I think Sony had the rights to Resident Evil 3, so they were like, well, you're not making Resident Evil 3 exclusive for the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
So Capcom had to put out a rush job and make the Resident Evil 3 that came out, which is why that game's quite short and not as good. And then they made Code Veronica.
I never ever played that one.
Have you not? Isn't Resident Evil 3 just Jill in the police station?
No,
Nemesis?
Yeah, for the first third of the game, it's Jill in the police station.
Yeah,
and then she goes. It's mostly the rest of Raccoon City, and she's being chased by Nemesis. But yeah, so.
Oh, you actually go around the city. I don't think I ever got that far then. But
it's an interesting game. It's to me, it's more like an expansion pack to Resident Evil 2, which is the classic, and then they just added a few more like moves and like ammo combinations, and like you can spin around and dodge zombies and shit like that.
Did either of you two play Resident Evil 5?
No.
Yes, but barely, because I didn't like the co-op system on it.
What does that even look like?
So
you play as Chris. Like, you play as Chris, and you're in Africa, and it's an okay game, but I just didn't like the co-op play on it, and I never could play. I've never played games online with anybody, so.
Was it like is it more actiony than horror?
Yeah, it's like Resident Evil 4, which is just like
it's like 4, game. But in South Africa. Is it South Africa?
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm just looking at photos of it.
And it's pretty good. Like I didn't play. I never finished it, but it was good what I played.
I played a bit of 6. I didn't really enjoy that. That was more like a shoot 'em up game. I never played 7. 7 is first person, if I've got that right.
7?
Biohazard. Yeah, I played about 3 hours of it, and it was like really stressful, and I was like, I'm not even having fun. Because you like it opens up, you go into this house, and it's first person, and you can only pretty much see what your light can see.
Oh, yeah,
like realistic, as if you're in a black room or corridor or house, and you can just see what the torch can see.
I'm just looking at stills from it now. It looks creepy as fuck.
It is.
Resident Evil 7 was like a back to basics game, because 6 was, I think it was panned, Resident Evil 6, so they were like, right, we need to do something. So it's like, it doesn't really have much to do with the rest of the series. It was sort of like a separate story with it's almost like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I think.
It looks like that. That's what the vibe I was getting.
Yeah. It felt more like Silent Hilly with the story of it's just being a weird ass story. Obviously, I didn't play it enough to probably. I'm
always tempted to buy it because it's only like about £5 in the shops now, and I think, I should get that. But then I tell you what, if you to sit down and do an epic,
if you do, I'll play at the same time. And James, you should as well.
That would be pretty sick. Yeah, we can start. We
could do a play along.
You say you don't have enough time, but I bet you could squeeze it in, because I've just finished The Last of Us in like a week. It's not that long of a game.
Yeah, but it's different, isn't it? Because you've probably, like you said, you've played that 10 times, and I've been playing the Resident Evil 4 remake again. Like I've absolutely blitzed through it because I'm like so good at it. Not to toot my own horn, but it's like but it's like a relaxing thing to play. It's like if you stick on a Grand Theft Auto game just to fly around and blow shit up. Like I don't want to have to sit down and think about puzzles and bosses, and I don't want to shit my pants.
Yeah. With the Last of Us, I only died like 6 times in the whole playthrough, and that was like stupid deaths as well. It's like all like the big bits that are difficult.
Shown for dying 6 times. I've died once in it yet.
Because you haven't dick.
I meant Resident Evil.
Absolutely not.
But I'm cheating on Resident Evil 4 because I've completed the game, so I've got the Infinity rocket launcher, and I've got the Infinity Tommy gun as well. So anytime I enter a room and there's full of like villagers or cultists, I get behind like some shelter, and I just like, like on True Detective when Rust has got the machine gun and he's like do. I'm like that with a Tommy gun, just gunning down all these villagers. It's so much fun.
How brave of you.
Also, as well, I'd unlocked the suit of armour for Ashley, so she runs around in a suit of armour, so bullets can't hurt her. And whenever the cult members try and pick her up and walk off with her, she's too heavy, so they just go, my back!
Is that in the original? Because I've either seen clips of it or I played like that.
It could be in the original, yeah, possibly. I think it's a lot harder to get in the original, though, because I don't think I've ever had it in the OG.
I did play the OG like 15 times. Twice.
Love that game.
Two of the playthroughs, I played it like back to back. So because I fucking love that game. But the reason that I didn't play the new one that you loaned to me was because I just played the old one before that came out.
Ah, right, yeah.
So I was like, I don't really want to play the same game again. Anyway, so we just had
yeah,
like
should we
20-minute conversation.
We're gonna have to like spin out what films we've seen because we've spent most of our like pre-chat on Resident Evil games. James, what have you seen?
I've only seen one new film this week, actually. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, but I watched Killer Joe after you two both told me to watch it. Or one of you did. And that was fucking wild.
It's a hell of a ride, that film.
It's so good. Like, I really enjoyed it. And my favourite bit was... is it Thomas Hayden Church, his name, isn't it?
Yeah.
Him in that film
Sandman.
fucking made me laugh because he's just like the most like...
He's so gormless,
and like, like, his son beats on him and stuff like that, and he's just like, what? But yeah, I fucking loved it. It was kind of like it reminded me of a lot, like especially towards the end of like Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4. I know, obviously Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, we said this.
Oh, was this what you were saying?
He's playing the same character.
Yeah. But no, it was like quite shocking, especially when he smacks Thingy in the face.
Yeah,
it was fucking mental. But yeah, that's the only new film I've seen this week. I've just been working and listening to podcasts.
Nice.
What about you?
Before we carry on, can I mention two films that I've seen recently, very quickly, that I forgot to mention a couple of times ago? So I saw... Do you remember that day that we all saw each other in Asda car park?
And everybody in their cars were like, oh my God, it's Dark Tour.
Yeah, that one woman was just like... She had a portable hair
Shout out to our one listener, Sandra.
Yes. Anyway, so I brought it up when we were in that car park to you. Even though I had to go, and I was like, I just watched this film called Soft and Quiet, and I just watched it the night before, and it's pretty good. It's like all shot in real time, so I think they did like 4 different versions of it and intercut like the best versions of each, but it's all shot in real time, and it starts at like probably about 4:00 in the afternoon, ends about 6:30 in the afternoon, and a lot of shit goes down in that time, and it's mostly a female cast, and I would definitely recommend it. It's pretty... I won't say anything because...
What's that called again, sorry?
Soft and Quiet from 2022.
Let me just write that down in my file of facts.
You've just reminded me of film, what was it called? Was it 11:18 or something?
11:14.
11:14. I remember that being really good.
Oh yeah, that's a good film.
Is it shit?
Yeah, still got that on DVD.
Have you?
No, it's awesome.
Is it good?
Awesome film.
I remember loving it when I was younger, but then I am pretty sure. So.
Yeah, it's. I mean, if you watched it today, you'd probably find it a bit gimmicky today because it's like a bit like Rashomon, like 3 separate. No, not quite like Rashomon actually. It's more like 3 separate tales, and they all sort of interlink.
Yeah.
But it is a very entertaining film, and it's going to pour one out for my boy Swayze.
Yeah.
Swayze.
91% on Rotten Tomatoes still.
Yeah, good film. I
do remember that.
I was going
Great
to say
soundtrack as well.
I was going to say a spoiler then, but I think I might just say it. Pour one out for Ben Foster's dick in that film.
Actually, yeah. Pour one out for Ben Foster's dick.
Soft and Quiet. The other film that I saw was Blink Twice, which is starring charming Taint Man, Channing Tatum.
Oh, was that any good? I was meant to go to the cinema to watch it, but I just didn't.
Do you want my honest answer?
I want your honest answer, but I don't want any spoilers.
It's okay.
Okay. Don't
go out your way. So, like, I saw the trailer for it on TV, I think it was, and I was like, I pretty much can guess everything that happens in that film. And then this video came up on YouTube, and it was like, Blink Twice is not what you think it's going to be. And I was like, ooh, right, I'll watch this. And then I listened to 10 minutes, and they were talking about, like, this film will take you by surprise. I was like, all right, fucking, I'll turn this off. I've got to watch it.
Yeah.
And I got to the end of the film, and I was like, I literally guessed everything that happened in the trailer. So I don't even know what YouTube channel it was. Yeah, but it wasn't like it was I'm sure it's a YouTuber that I actually follow and listen to their videos about films and stuff.
Yeah.
But I was very disappointed.
They suckered you in. You will not believe this film, and then it's the most.
And then they have, do you know what? They have a screenshot from the film with like an arrow pointing to something. And you're like, oh my God, what is that bit?
A big red circle.
Fucking,
yeah.
Listen, you're not the only one that got fucking suckered in by a film that everyone told you was good, and you went and watched it.
No, here we go. What are you going to say now?
No.
Something new that he's seen and doesn't like.
Well, it's not new. It came out in 2022. So I watched a film with Florence Pugh and Harry Styles, Don't Worry Darling. Have you seen it?
Oh, yeah.
Right. I didn't see this until this year or last year. And I know it got like a lot of hate and everyone's like, it's fucking shit and stuff like that. But it's just like an episode of Black Mirror. I didn't mind it.
Yeah, but it was... Paul, have you seen it?
I have, yeah. Yeah, again, I guessed everything that was going to happen.
I thought it was one of the worst fucking most basic pieces of shit I've ever seen. Like, it was, so you call it White Woman Mirror. Like, it was just fucking like, it looked gorgeous, right? But like, it was just, I just can't believe how long it went on for the twist to just be. Right, okay.
No, I know.
Great.
Yeah, I know. Like,
spoilers,
it could have
by
just
the
been
way.
an episode of Black Mirror. Really.
Oh yeah, shit. Sorry, spoilers. I'm going to actually bleep that spoiler out. Two others I watched. I watched a film called The Whistleblower from 2011, starring Rachel Weisz. She plays a United Nations cop in Bosnia. I thought that was pretty good. Yeah, she busted a sex trafficking ring. Pretty grim, but quite good. Actually. And this is probably more relevant to this podcast. I've only just seen a film called The Guest. You guys know it?
No.
It's an Adam Wingard film.
No, never seen it.
It's one of those, Adam Wingard and all that sort of crew. Anyway.
You're
just say go watch it. So basic
stuff.
Yeah. The guy.
I think I have seen this.
This guy has been killed.
Oh, I have seen this. Yeah,
you have seen it.
Yeah.
No spoilers though, because I'll watch it.
Yeah, I put it off for a long time, but everyone told me it was really good, and I put it off for a long time. So it just doesn't sound very good, and I thought it was quite good, actually, yeah. I think, I'm not going to spoil it, but I think the ending sort of let it down a bit, but yeah, the rest of the film, I was like, hooked on it.
I didn't like it. Not my kind of thing.
And Dan
it reminded me of...
He's got to be one of the most attractive men on the planet. Like, as soon as, the mum opens the door and he stood there, I was like, Jesus Christ. Yeah. I was like, I'm not gay, but I'm less straight after seeing that.
I'm not gay, but I'm rock hard right now.
Have you seen Your Net?
Yes.
Yeah, saw it in the cinema.
Yeah, I did as well. You loved it? Oh, God, I hated it so much. But, I saw it when it came out.
Sorry. I hated it as well. I hated it when I saw it. I thought it was the dumbest shit ever. Yeah. And I've gone back and watched it, and I think that is a fucking cracking
That's what
film.
I think. So that's good. What I think now if I rewatch it now. Because I watched a while ago the kill count on it, and he, explains... more about it, and I was like, oh, okay, because I just remember that
definitely
one bit
needs a reappraisal.
Me and my mate were like, there's a bit when they're firing arrows into the house and stuff like that, and he's like, is it the dad or something? He's like, oh, call the police. He's like, and his son, who turns out to be in on it, he's like, oh, I can't, they're using a blocker, you can get them on for about $14 on eBay. I was like, what the fuck?
He's like, look, here's my receipt, I bought one last week.
And obviously at the time I was like, what the fuck is this shit? But maybe it's
cheesy, but it's fucking, it's meant to be just this violent gore fucking gore-a-thon.
Yeah.
I
think I
loved it. I was worried because I thought it was one of those films that I saw and I didn't like, and I convinced myself I liked it, so I went back and watched it, and I thought, oh God, I'm not going to like this, and I was surprised how much I fucking enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
Have you seen it, Paul?
Yeah, I've seen it, yeah. I rented it on DVD.
Do you like it?
Believe it or not. Yeah, it's alright. I thought it was going to be like a super serious film, but it was alright.
Yeah. Speaking of DVDs, I was doing Christmas shopping today, and I went, for the first time in a long time, went into HMV, and I was actually picking out DVDs and looking at the back cover and the photo, and I was like, fucking hell. And actually bought some stuff. And I was just like, wow, this feels so alien, but it was great, And then I was looking at I did take a photo actually. There's a three film Halloween collection that they've got now, and it's it's Halloween
4, 5, and 6.
No, it's Halloween H20, Halloween Resurrection. This is the order that it's in on the back as well, and then Halloween 6. I was like, I like Halloween 6, but I was like, fucking hell, somebody goes and buys that for the first time, they'll be like, oh, I'll get this. This is a good deal. I'll put these on. And
imagine some noob coming to the series through that, thinking that was the continuity order.
What the fuck? Oh God.
They'd be like, oh, Resurrection came out in 2002, and then so when did 6 come out? It must have come out a couple of years after. Why does Paul Rudd look so young in this?
But yeah, it was good. And then I was looking for the Friday the 13th box set actually, and it wasn't there, but they've still got the Nightmare on Elm Street box set, which has not been updated since we owned it as kids, Dan.
Oh, since we owned it, fuck me.
It's
Yeah, I was thinking about that today, actually.
Yeah, because I was watching a podcast. I think it was watching the Red Letter Media podcast, and they were talking about the Nightmare on Elm Street, and they were like, "This box set is due a fucking like update because it's been the same one for like 20 years or whatever."
Like, yeah, at least 20 years. I remember it. God, yeah, fuck me.
Yeah. So.
Anyway, let's not deviate from the topic of Halloween.
Yes.
Let's should we get down to brass tacks? We cut the shit and get down to brass tacks.
Let's.
Yeah.
Okay, gentlemen, we're here tonight to discuss Halloween from 2018, directed by David Gordon Green, starring Andy Matichak, Judy Greer, Will Patton, James Jude Courtney, and Jamie Lee Curtis is back as Laurie Strode, bitch.
She looks so fucking cool in this film.
I know, she looks fucking amazing.
And
she looks so good.
Izzy's mum looks like Jamie Lee in this film, so that's great for me.
Is she single?
What's that? What's going on?
Is she single?
Oh, right. I didn't hear what you said. I thought you said, can she see? And I was like, yes. But then you were like, can she see? Yeah.
But Paul, tell me, when did you first see this film?
So I first saw this. I bought it on Amazon Prime, probably in about 2019, I would say. I'd pretty much not given up, but I lost hope in everything, and I'd heard a bit about it. But I tried to stay spoiler-free and stuff. So I just bought it one day and I was like, shit, I need to see this. Like, I've been putting it off, and I watched it. And as you'll find out in this podcast, my opinions of it. So,
James, I think I know when you first saw this, but let's enlighten the listeners.
So this was the first Halloween film I ever saw back in cinema, finally.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, I literally went to see it, as soon as I could. I can't remember if it was like within the first week or... Anyway... I went to see it, and there were these two fucking knobheads talking the whole way through the film. I was like, fucking... And the cinema was like basically empty. Like, I went to like a little independent sort of one.
Was it me and Dan in the back just giggling at all?
Yeah. You'd just been to see... Fuck, what did you say?
Harry Potter 2.
Harry Potter 2.
No, what was the one you said?
Oh, Sweet Home Alabama.
Yeah, they were like, this isn't Sweet Home Alabama, it's Halloween. It's Effie Wainthroppler.
Like those two fucking dickheads off League of Gentlemen.
We're
in wrong bloody film.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about that sketch. That's so good. So I went to see, this is the first Halloween film I actually got to see in the cinema. And there were two lads talking all the way through, but I did actually tell them to, politely, I was like, can you just be quiet, because I'm trying to watch the film. I think I went to see it on a weekday afternoon, and I honestly think there was about maybe like 7 people in the cinema when I went to watch it. But yeah, I think the trailer to me looked so good, so I was like, I need to see it. I have to watch it. Yeah, what about you?
You had been in the cinema, James, and you come out and you text me your thoughts and opinions on this film. So I hadn't really been interested in Halloween for a long, long time, because it's 9 years between this and Halloween 2, right? So yeah, it didn't bother me, but I ended up at a friend's, and we put this on. And I suppose this is just a way to get into the film. So I watched the opening scene with the podcasters, and they go to Smith's Grove because they're doing a podcast on the infamous babysitter murders from the 1970s. And it was this dialogue. So the male podcaster goes up to Michael, doesn't he? Well, Michael stood on this giant chessboard for some reason and brings out the mask, and he's going, "Look at me, Michael, look at me." And I was watching that, and I thought, oh, this film is not for me. This is not going to be good.
Yeah. I'm so glad you said that, because I thought you were about to say, and this is where I love the film.
We'll get into that, but then I was thinking, as I was watching it, I went into it with a negative attitude after that. I was like, I just don't like this film. I know I don't like it. And I watched it, and there were bits that I enjoyed, but when I turned it off, I was just like, nah, not for me. And I didn't watch I wasn't interested in Halloween, so that would have been 2019, so I wasn't interested in Halloween until I saw the sequel to this film, Halloween Kills, the tail end of 2023. So there's a bit of a gap. I didn't like this film, but I've watched it and we'll get into my opinions of it.
Was it that long after Halloween Kills?
That might not be when Halloween
Kills came out.
That's
when you watched it.
When I first watched Halloween Kills, because I'll tell you about Halloween Kills when we cover Halloween Kills.
It was 3 years after that. 21.
Yeah. So what do you think of the? What do you want to talk about first? Do you want to talk about the podcasters and go in order?
Go in order.
Yeah. So I remember seeing the trailer for this, and it was like obviously introduced the podcasters. And at the time, I was listening to like a lot of true crime podcasts, and I was like, "Fuck, that's such a good idea. That's going to be so good."
I know. That's such a fresh idea. I thought, God, you could make an entire full film out of this.
I know.
Just like don't even go to Haddonfield. Just have the podcasters investigating and But I mean, after a gap of like I said, 9 years, like if they didn't have Michael Myers going back to Haddonfield to murder people would have fucking shit the bed.
Yeah.
So I guess they made the right choice, but it would have been nice to see something fresh and interesting, I think.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's not like obviously I like the podcasting idea and like that could have gone like a bit further or whatever, but like I just hate the podcasters. I hate their characters.
You need. I mean, they're meant to be dickheads, like.
But just that line when he's just like, "You feel it, don't you, Michael?"
But he plays. He plays Jason Lannister in House of the Dragon, and he's fucking great in House of the Dragon. He's
not a bad actor. I just think the character's lines are just like so like I don't know. And he's like I'm saying, I'm probably British, so it's that's why I'm being so like negative about it. But he's British.
Yeah, I get if you're going for with him being a dickhead, right? That's fine. But then to have him have the opening monologue and hold the powerful Michael Myers mask and give this speech about the power of the mask and how Michael feels it and all that, and it's like, just choose one or the other because he's a knobhead, and I don't want to hear him give the Dr. Loomis pure evil speech, which is basically what it is.
Yeah.
So I was kind of conflicted. I was like, fuck. So he's the arsehole of this film.
For a bit.
I just don't like.
Do you know what? I completely agree that they could have been written better, like probably more realistic. But then it occurred to me that if these podcasters were obsessed with this crime that happened 40 years ago, and they're willing to go to Haddonfield and do all that research, and they're probably going to be a bit weird. And like they're going to be over the top and dead up their own asses and into what they're doing, and sniffing each other's asses and that. And then, but it also occurred to me that there are actual podcasters who are like this, who take themselves so seriously, and they think that they are spouting like the best shit ever when really it's just
all this deep, meaningful shit when. You don't need to use so many words to describe something. Just like say it plainly.
Yeah. And I know like there's scenes where he's like being dead descriptive. He's like, and I know they've done it on purpose. Like, yes, as we were driving through like blah blah blah.
Oh yeah.
And I know it's like purposely over the top. But I was watching. This is so. I hate that guy so much.
Well, what I got as well is the fact that they are just podcasters, but they're like when they pull up outside Laurie's compound, and he's like we're journalists making a podcast.
Yeah,
and she's like, there's $3,000, and he's like, journalists don't pay for interviews. And then as soon as Laurie's like, no, and then the girl offers Laurie $3,000. He like looks back at the camera and he's like leering at the camera like accept. It's just like
he actually says when he speaks to Laurie, he goes, "We're making a podcast," and then she's like. She leans over and she's like, "We're investigative journalists," and it's just like because he looked so embarrassed when she said that.
Laurie Strode knows what a fucking podcast is as well. They may as well have just turned up and said, "Yeah, we're on the radio" or something like.
Yeah. That's so. Yeah.
I don't know. I reckon she'd sink a few bottles of red wine while listening to podcasts about Michael Myers. To be honest.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Probably.
Yeah.
But she might still know actually what a podcast is.
I get the impression. Sorry, quickly. I just get the impression that in this universe now, because we've discounted all the sequels, so it was just Halloween 1. I get the impression Michael Myers isn't as famous in this universe as he is in the other one. So I kind of think the Haddonfield killings are quite obscure, relatively, because like he just killed like 4 people in one night, and I guess that these podcasters think they're onto a hidden gem, and that's why they're in there with it.
Maybe
that's what I got.
That's true. Yeah.
Without cutting ahead too far, when the bus crashes, Hawkins, who was the man who took Michael Myers in this storyline, didn't even know that he was being transferred. So then he's not that famous in this universe.
I mean, it's been like 40 years, isn't it, since and he's just been locked up for 40 years.
Yeah, so he's just like a forgotten criminal, basically, isn't he?
I like that. That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it's way better.
So, what do we think about the timeline, though? The forgetting about Halloween 2? Does it matter? Do you care?
Not really, no. I don't care. I mean, I did. I thought it was fucking stupid to not have them as brother and sister. Like, I think that was one of the cores of the franchise, and I still do think... I still consider them brother and sister. But if you want to make your film how you want to make your film, then fuck it. If you want to... the continuity of this series is all over the place. We're on what's this, like our 5th reboot now?
It's the 5th timeline.
Yeah, so it's like, do you know what? Fucking, it doesn't matter. Just make your film. And
I know you say it doesn't matter, but
do you know what though? People were very excited that they've cancelled out the brother and sister element. People were like, "Yes, that's what we wanted all along." And
I mean, that's true though, but they don't do anything with it though. Do you know what I mean? Like. They cancel the brother-sister relationship, but they still have him go after Laurie.
Yeah, exactly. That's my... Yeah,
it's like, well...
Who cares?
It's like, why bother? If you're going to cancel that relationship so you can be free to do anything you want, then why have him end up fighting Laurie Strode again? It's like, just...
Yeah.
Do you know what, though? No, I've got something to say about that. If you watch the film, he only happens upon Alison by accident because he's in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Because they cut across. And then after that, he gets run over... Well, we'll get to it later, but if you think about it, he actually doesn't... It's more Laurie going after him.
No, I know.
She shouldn't be in it at all then if it's
No, I understand that. I understand that, like, character-wise, he's not going after her. He's not going after her specifically. He just happens to be where he is. But I'm on about, like, if you were in charge of writing and you were like, right, we don't need to have Michael go after Laurie Strode anymore. We're free. And they were like, well, should we just have him go after Laurie? That'd be great, wouldn't it? It's like, well, weird. Don't make a big deal about refreshing it and cancelling that relationship if you're just going to fucking do the same old shit, basically.
The thing is, though, this is in a period of time where the requels were big. So, like, let's say Star Wars Episode 7. It's basically a rehash of Episode 4, isn't it? Yeah?
Yeah. It's pretty much the same film.
Scream 5 is a redo of Scream, the original, blah, blah, blah. And that's basically like what they were doing because that's how they got the film made because they were like, right, we're cutting out the brother-sister element. We're going back to basics. It's going to be Michael versus Laurie again. And that's like the selling point. And I think that's why it was made. And like we're talking about that these aren't good reasons for it to be in the film, but that's the only reason the film was made, so that they could just reboot the whole thing.
I don't know.
Am I making any sense? It makes sense in my brain.
If they're going to be like, they're not brother and sister, but he's going to go after... Oh, I know what you said, that he just happens on, but he does go after her in the end, and they have a massive fight, don't they? So it's just a bit... I don't know. Why not have like Halloween 2 happen, and then he just like breaks out again 40 years later and goes after her like he does? Because Halloween 2 is like a... I don't know.
It's because they wanted to be like people pleasers and say we're cutting out the brother sister element that everyone hated anyway. We're going to go back to basics. I don't know. That's what I remember.
Did people hate that? I mean, I see people hating on it now, but I never heard anybody ever mention. Maybe it's just me.
I always took it as just like that was the story and that's canon. But over the years, like John Carpenter hated it, and he said,
I know he hates it. But.
But I think he also said Halloween 2 was a fucking dumpster fire of a film, and John Carpenter can suck my balls if he thinks that. It's not. It's not. It's a great film.
The Rob Zombie one, yeah?
Yeah.
The Rob Zombie one I'm talking about. Yeah,
Shall we go back to the plot then?
Yeah, let's get back to these. Let's get back to these fucking podcasters, right? Because they go and interview Laurie, and do you know what? Right, this was to me like the way he's talking to her. Like,
I know.
He's like, "You don't believe in Michael Myers?" He's like, "I don't believe in the boogeyman." And when she's about to kick him out because she can see right through him straight away, and she's like, "Get out! You've had your time." And he's like, "Laurie, come with us and free yourself." I was like, "Oh, you are such a fucking dickhead! Like, you are such a what a fucking patronising little shit!" Like, oh god, he might be my most disliked character. Yeah,
what, like, I mean, in the franchise?
In the whole franchise. I mean, I'm sure there are worse people, but like he fucking got under my skin. Like, great performance, like, but he really fucking, he was grinding my gears.
He's like, weirdly, he's like Dr. Loomis and Rob Zombie's Part 2. And
that's what I was waiting to say. He's like Malcolm McDowell, isn't he? He's
He
like,
is, yeah, but
that,
he's
like fame hungry.
But he's more like
serious.
McDowell as Loomis, like sort of is like out of his element. Do you know what I mean? Like he thinks that he's more than he is, and he's just sort of out of his element.
I was like, when I was watching the scene, I was like, he speaks to her like, God, she would like who she is now, like the survivalist, mental, like fucking thing. She
as if she's got no life.
As
if she's got no life experience, and he's like.
Yeah, he's like the worst guy. But I think I actually quite like the idea that he's like, oh, come and speak to Michael, you know, because that's what he would do, right? Like this guy. It's just I hate that character, but I like that idea of if you know, like people listen to that podcast, that's what they'd want to see.
Yeah, I mean, he obviously believes in himself and he thinks he's better than he is, and he sees himself as more than a simple podcaster.
Yeah,
but. He's probably thinking, if I can get these two to come and meet, then that would be like insane for the podcast. But he's doing it in a way where he's just being pretentious and like patronizing and trying to say things to her that might click in her head and make her actually want to do it. So I think it all boils down to the fact that he's an arsehole and he doesn't know he's an arsehole and he's taking himself way too seriously.
Like, imagine knowing that guy in real life. He's like, oh, I'm off to America. Just fucking shut up. But also, like, it's kind of annoying though, because if they were like podcasters that were like, all those characters were actually like good. No, not that they're bad. Obviously, you're meant to hate them. I hate it in horror films where you're meant to hate somebody who's going to die, because then you're like, oh yeah, like
yeah, I know, yeah, they don't deserve to be murdered. They're just like smug dickheads. They don't deserve to be murdered.
He does. She doesn't.
No, he's an arsehole, but he doesn't deserve to be murdered.
I'm joking.
The only character that has deserved to be murdered in Halloween that I can think of was fucking John Strode. like someone that absolutely fucking deserved it.
And what a fucking way he goes out as well.
That's going up there on my best death award. Yeah. So should we get into some of the other characters? So we meet Laurie's extended. Well, they're not her extended family, are they? They're her family. Sorry, estranged family. Yeah. Which is daughter Karen, granddaughter Alison, and her son-in-law Ray. And yeah, they're a pretty wholesome family. Now there's some what's the word? Tension there between Karen and Laurie because of the way Karen was raised. She was raised like a warrior. And Karen's like, fuck you, mum, this is not normal. But, you know, to Alison, the granddaughter, Laurie is this like cool fucking like badass old nan, which is a way, you know, it is a way like a grandparent might be viewed by a grandchild because Laurie's probably the cool one that's just like, oh yeah, you know, do whatever you want, you know, whereas the mum is like got discipline and rules and shit like that. So there is like a closeness between Laurie and her granddaughter.
Yeah, I like their relationship where they're like, you know, they've got their like side meetings going on, you know.
Yeah,
and, like,
well that's cool. You get that nods, don't you? So you see Alison in class. She's sat in the same window at the same desk, and it's the same in every fucking Halloween film. And she looks out the window. Instead of seeing Michael, she sees her grandmother.
Oh my god! What do you think of like all the stuff like that?
The nods
that reminded me of Hereditary. That did, you know, like when he looks out the window and he sees.
See, I love that in Hereditary because that fucking creeps me out. But
I was thinking
it's very creepy.
I was thinking of It Follows. You know.
With that old woman. Old forgotten.
Yeah.
Yeah, like...
I was just going to say...
Go on, Paul.
I was just going to say, we just skipped over it. How do you feel about the Ray, the dad, and his... He's a nice guy, obviously. He's quite funny. But, like, the difference from this film and Rob Zombie's Halloween, where they're like... He's like, owl skull, fuck you. And then he's like, oh man, I got peanut butter on my penis. It's like, I reckon that was written in intentionally.
I think it was definitely a jab at Rob Zombie, wasn't it? That was such a
we're not having vulgar, disgusting characters in this. We're having actual real.
We enjoy breakfast in this universe.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna use that for the theme song.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Peter Burr, my penis burr.
I don't know. When I was watching it, I don't know, like whether I'm just cynical about this film or whatever. But I was watching it, I was like, "Fucking hell, shut up!" I don't know. He pissed me off. The kids piss me off. It's
he's very fucking. But, like, he's very Mr. Rogers. Very like lovely. I quite like him. He's like this.
Yeah.
He's like obviously a dad that's like lived a life and is now a normal fucking dad, you know. He's talking about Lani. He's like, he said like I used to buy my peyote from Lani or whatever it was. He used to.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, cut this bit out of the thing, but I don't know if I was like in a bad mood or something when I watched this. But my line about that is like, this dad is a fucking gimp and his dialogue is shit. What a gormless cunt.
Don't cut that out.
I don't cut that. I don't mean it because he's nice. He's like a nice guy. But I was just watching. I was like,
I don't want to cut it out because it was quite funny. But
well, okay, you keep it in if you want.
We get the posse. We meet the friends. So we meet Alison's best friend, babysitter Vicky, blonde hair, gorgeous. And Stoner Dave, who for some fucking reason carries a satchel of dynamite round with him to blow shit up. I was like, he's like, you mind if I blow up this jack-o'-lantern? I was like, what is he doing? And he's like, boom. I mean, it's a firecracker, not fucking dynamite. But I was just like, what?
It reminded me of the what's the scene in Stand By Me? Did they go to set? No, doesn't matter. She says firecrackers, but you know, he's like, he gives him that gun behind the shop. He goes, is it loaded? He's like, no, it's not loaded. And he fires it. And obviously that's funny, but what's like funnier is like his reaction. He's like, "You told me it wasn't loaded, you bastard!" But
fucking, I haven't seen that film in forever. Stand By Me,
so good.
There was something I noticed in this scene with Dave. So the three of them are walking. They're coming around a corner towards the camera, and he's smoking a joint, and you can see that he's hiding it when a car goes past. You can hear the car go. And he like hides it down by his side and he watches it go and then he starts smoking it again. And I don't know why, I just like that because it's very realistic.
That's how you do it, isn't it?
He might not have been told to do that. But did you know that the actor is Miles Robbins and he is the son of Tim Robbins and Susan Sarandon.
Oh shit.
Oh, I should have saved that for the trivia. Damn.
Oh yeah. That would have been there.
I
can see it now.
Maybe I'll do it again.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Another fact. So Tim Robbins is. I'm not sure if he's married, but he's going out with. I started following this cinematographer on Instagram, and she's like this, like really like cool, like hot young woman. I was like, fucking it. And then she was like posting photos with Tim Robbins, and I think they're married now.
So we meet the two other teenagers. We meet Alison's boyfriend Cameron, and Oscar, his best friend. Oh my god, the fucking like if the podcaster was my least favorite character in this film, like Oscar is definitely going to be my second least favorite character.
Yeah, they're like so on par. So again, my notes for this. So after the thing about the dad, my next bullet point, I hate these teens so much, especially that cunting bloke. So that's talking about Dave. Because he's like, it's just somebody getting stabbed to death, it doesn't matter. And then my next comment is when it cuts to school, I hate those two morons in the school as well. God, I was in a bad mood. I don't mean all this.
I do. Talking about Oscar, though, I mean, what happens later, but just the way he kisses Cameron on the head and he kisses Alison on the head, and I just got the vibes from him. He's like the type of guy who'd be like, hey, where's my hug? And I was like, fuck me, man. You know, that kind of fucking creep. I was like, oh,
I know exactly. There's a certain, I don't know, that's how I imagine a certain, like, an A that we know. But,
that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, legit.
Oh, man.
Are we just going to spend this whole episode slagging off people we know?
Yeah. But yeah, as soon as it like cut to like this high school stuff, I was just like, I think I skipped past like all these scenes because I just couldn't be arsed watching them, and I don't care.
Right. So this is going to be skipping ahead a bit, but as soon as we're on the high school bit, I just want to talk about it, right? So it's the high school party for Halloween, right? Yeah, this is going ahead, but so it's the big Halloween Haddonfield high school party, right? Everyone's in costume, everyone's getting fucked up, everyone's having a good time, right? And then Alison's on the phone to Vicky later on, and she's like, oh, come round to mine, I'm babysitting, come round for a smoke. And she's like, oh, I can't, we got school in the morning. I was like, fucking school in the morning? Like, and I was like, and you're babysitting, right? So where are the parents? Like, what are they doing on a Monday night?
Yeah. Is that what she said?
They're at Halloween party as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
Maybe they were trying to be, like, good with the continuity, because if Halloween in 2018 was on a weeknight...
Are you actually looking at it?
Yeah. It was on a Wednesday.
Oh, right, okay.
It was on a Wednesday, right, so it makes sense, doesn't it? You know what I mean?
Right. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So once again, for no apparent reason, that I can fucking discern, because he's been fine where he was for 40 years. They decide Michael Myers needs a transfer, and there's nothing Michael Myers loves more than a transfer, because it means he gets to escape and fuck some shit up. I did like the transfer scene, when they load in this fucking we'll talk about James Jude Courtney in a bit, because he looks so good. He looks so good unmasked, fucking with that dodgy eye. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, so I was trying to think when I was watching it. I was like, God, what? And then I was like, oh, it's number 2. Are you sure it's blah blah blah? But it's from the coat hanger in the eye, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's the knitting needle.
No, the knitting needle's in the neck.
Oh right, is it? Okay, yeah. Sorry, I got the wrong way around.
But that's good. That's such. I love that. That's part of his makeup. It's so good.
I'll get into my final thoughts.
Yeah,
I do think the attention to detail in this film.
Yeah.
They've gone through the first Halloween film with a fine tooth comb, right? And they've written down every single piece of everything they could think of. They've written down and they've made it something in this film. So he's been loaded on the bus, and we get Laurie doing a film noir private eye fucking impression. She's sat there behind the wheel drinking her fucking whiskey, tailing the ex-wife, and she's like because she wants to make sure that I don't know what. Why are they moving him? So what is it, Glass Hill or something like that? They're like, it's a fucking shithole. It's like, just fucking leave him where he is. He can't go anywhere.
Well, he's probably not done. Well, it's been 40 years, so they're probably we can't in this maximum security.
It's being orchestrated by Dr. Sartain, isn't it?
Oh, I suppose, yeah.
That's a good point.
Oh, I never looked at it that way. And they don't say that, do they?
And
also, how would you break him out other than? And again, is it kind of not a nod to Halloween 4, but there are loads of nods to the other franchise, isn't there?
Now you mention that, this is what I was going to bring up. There are actually quite a few nods to even the Rob Zombie Halloween films.
Yeah.
So you've got the family dinner scene, which obviously is the opposite version. You've got you've got the instead of the cow, you've got the lad and the dad driving, and they have to stop because they nearly crash. And then you've also got the victim on a toilet taking a dump where Michael turns up and disturbs them. So there you go.
The podcast girl,
the woman podcaster. That is Joe Grizzly. I meant, but that was also a little bit of a nod when
it's not H2O.
Comes.
I mean, it's definitely not to Joe Grizzly, because she was passing like a fucking 3-pounder, definitely, when she was sat down on it. So we cut to this dad and his kid. They're driving. I like how they give both of these to some character. So the dad is like, come on son, you gotta do some manly shit with me. You gotta go fishing, hunting, killing. And the kid's like, nah, I really want to carry on with my dance class, Dad. I'll do that. I'll come with you on the weekends, but I want to study dance because I fucking love it. And I thought it was pretty cool. And they pull over.
Did you notice that the kid sounds like he smokes 40 Bensons a day? He's like, hey, Dad.
It made me think of, do you know that episode of South Park? It's one of the later ones where the peer pressure dad, who is usually pressuring the son into playing football and manly sports, but in the episode of South Park, he's pressuring his son into being a dancer, and he's like, son, you've got to dance. And the kid's like, Dad, I just want to play football. And he's like, I have no son.
I will slap you.
That's the one. I'll smack you. That's the one. So they come across the Smiths Grove bus overturned. The dad goes to investigate, instantly disappears, obviously is dead. And the son is starts to freak out because all the inmates are all banging on his window and he's like, oh fuck. So he fucking picks up a fucking, I thought it was a 12 gauge at first, but it was a rifle. And he goes to investigate. And this fucking made me laugh because he gets on the bus and he's looking around. He's fucking jumpy as shit because this is a fucking spooky situation to be in. And the first thing he sees is Dr. Sartain jumping out like a target at a shooting range, right? But the civilian ones that come out with a woman holding a baby like that you're not meant to shoot. He's like one of them. He's like, don't shoot! And he just jumps out like that. And the guy is the kid is like, fuck, boom, and blows him away. And I was like, Sartain, you are such a fucking dickhead. Why didn't you just say I'm alive, don't hurt me? I think, don't shoot, fucking cunt, man.
That's the exact thought that I had. I like the fact that as they're pulling up to the bus, you can see all the patients.
Oh, that
wandering.
was sick. I
And it's
love
just-
that shot.
That, yeah,
It's like a callback to the original film. Isn't
Yeah,
it? Where they're walking in
yeah.
the field kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's another callback that happens right now. So the kid runs back to the car, gets in the car, and who is it behind him? It's Michael Myers. And he strangles a 12-year-old boy. It's a callback to Annie's death in the first film. But that was a pretty good scene. And the fact Michael has killed a child.
Do you know what, though, right? So I was thinking about that, and I was thinking a little bit later on, not even that far, 10 minutes maybe, Michael doesn't kill some children, right? So I was thinking about it, and I thought maybe he isn't killing them because he doesn't perceive them as a threat, right?
Yeah.
So he's heard this kid, he's seen this kid shoot somebody. The kid's got a gun. He's heard his voice, and he sounds like a grown man.
Okay, yeah.
And he's like, he probably just thinks he's a dude, like a
Sounds
grown
like
dude.
a grown man.
Yeah, he probably thinks he's a grown ass man with a gun. He's like, I'm going to kill him.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. No, but not to ruin that theory. But in the next film, Michael does kill 3 trick-or-treaters.
Does he?
Yeah,
I can't
right.
even remember.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
But they didn't know they were going to make the next film. At this
I do
point,
kind of
did they?
like.
So-
No. Let's sorry, quickly. Let's just go back to that, Paul. They must have known they were going to make this next film, because that's a point I'm going to get to. After watching this film, right, there is so much that I saw that turns up in Halloween Kills. I was honestly going to question, were these films shot back to back? Because they had to have been, because there were so many seeds planted for Halloween Kills in this film. Like, so there's the graveyard caretaker, is that woman, right? Who gets stabbed with her husband. You see the 3 kids wearing the Halloween 3 masks. They appear in Kills.
Yeah.
You see the doctor and nurse wife combo.
Yeah.
They're in it. And I'm sure there's like a couple of other things as well. I was like, they must have like filmed this back. They would have at least known a second film was coming.
I wonder if they got like the first 2 at least to be like, right, yeah, we're going to have...
Like, they have to have done. There was no way it could have been that meticulously planned, because I'm not going to talk too much about Kills, but I've seen Kills way more times than I've seen this. So watching this was like a little prequel for me. I was like, oh my god, look, it's that guy, it's that guy. Oh my god, yeah, it was so awesome. And I was like, oh god, it must have been filmed back to back like Lord of the Rings, I thought.
Yeah.
Right, I might be completely wrong here, but I think I read that the way Ends ended, it was because they didn't have an idea for number 2. So they obviously they planned the first one. They had an idea for Ends, but number 2 was just like a filler film that they didn't have planned. That's what I read, anyway.
Yeah.
Because
specific though to see that couple, the doctor and nurse couple, come out of the house.
Like literally, I was watching it. I was like, God, they look
like exactly like they look in Kills, and like
and they look at and they do a double take on him.
And like
the
kids in the mask, they're like, that could have just been a cameo for a laugh, but then obviously they made it something. That excuse, but like you can't excuse the rest of it. I don't think.
Yeah, and then in the second one, did they mention that couple that get in the car? Did they mention like, oh, we've seen somebody walking around in a Michael Myers mask? Or I can't remember. I'd purposely not watched it for a while because we're going to do it.
Yeah, same. I can't remember actually whether they do mention it or not. They probably do know in that film because there's a whole bar full of people who are talking about it. So
yeah, maybe they did have like a 2-picture deal or something like that. But
thing is, though, when I did read that or hear that, I definitely heard it. I don't know whether it's a fact or not, but I did remember thinking, why would they make Ends the way they did if it was planned? Because it seems like Ends is the one that they didn't have an idea for.
Massively. Yeah,
we'll get to
that.
We'll get to that. I definitely think these first 2 films were closely knitted together when they were being made. I think.
Yeah.
Talk to me about these 2 characters, right? Okay. So talk to me about Deputy Hawkins, played by the great Will Patton. Talk to me about him first, and then I'll get to the next guy.
Yeah, I fucking love him. I think he's great. And I hate a lot of this film, but he's like...
He was a breath of fresh air, I thought. He was a brand new character, and I thought he was really good.
I love the rapport he's got with Laurie as well.
Yeah, well, I was thinking they should be like... Because they do, not so much in this film, but in later films, they do sort of tease a romance between the 2 of them. But I thought they should have... He definitely should have been one of her ex-husbands. Maybe not the dad of the kid, her kid, but he's definitely should have been like, he should have been her ex-husband, I thought. That would have been well cool.
Yeah, I think that now, and being like, oh yeah, that'd be dead good. But I think if it was that, I'd be like, oh, that's shit. I don't know.
Maybe the dialogue would have been a bit too hammy if they had been. They would have been putting some jokes and shit in.
I kind of like that. It's kind of like they just know each other through, like, he was like, oh, I was the one who caught him that night. And like, I kind of like that relationship. But obviously they've lived in the town since they were young, like they know each other, like to speak to each other the way they do. I kind of like that.
I was just going to say maybe they didn't need to create a connection between them because they already had one. So
I guess it's a small town. Yeah, small town. They would have been in the same year in school and shit like that. So I guess that's
Yeah.
Talk to me about this guy. Talk to me about how fucking badass does Sheriff Barker... Is it Sheriff Barker or Sheriff Baker? Sheriff Barker.
Barker. I think.
Omar Dorsey with a fucking cowboy hat, man. He looks so fucking cool.
I wish
my
he was in it
god!
more. He's like,
I know, and like he has like one scene with Will Patton. And then he doesn't show up for like most of the film, right? And I thought, oh, right, they must be gearing him up for a bigger role in the series like that. And you know what? He turns up even less throughout the rest of the fucking series. Like, so in Kills, he's there at the hospital, doesn't say anything, doesn't have any spoken lines. And then in Ends,
doesn't
he might have some spoken lines in Kills, but then in Ends, he literally turns up at the end. You know when they're crucifying Michael and throwing him into the
meat grinder. Or whatever it is.
Yeah, like he just turns up for that one scene and he doesn't do anything else. He was such wasted potential. Like, he could have done so much.
I know. Yeah, it was. I don't know. I love the idea of him, and I think he looks fucking, badass. And it was
cool.
sick. But yeah, he just, I don't know. He just doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
When Sartain's in the bed and he's like, "How long's Rip Van Winkle been out for?" Or something like that.
I love that part. There's another bit where Sartain's like, "Now you sit there," and he's like, "What do you mean? I am sitting. What are you talking about?" He's like, I didn't try and move. It's such a fucking weird line, but it's so funny.
I reckon a lot of the weird comedy lines that don't seem to fit in come from Danny McBride. So this is another thing I was going to mention.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the conversations between the kid and his dad, the babysitter and the kid, and then the two cops in the car.
Oh, don't even get me started on them.
Hold on, they sound like Judd Apatow film dialogue,
I know,
like something like from like Superbad. The way they sort of talk over each other a little bit and like stutter, and I think that's come from Danny McBride. I might be wrong, but it sounds like something that would be in one of his previous films, like Pineapple Express.
I didn't mind so much the babysitter dialogue, but that cop dialogue, I was like, oh, this is just fucking like poor.
I thought
I liked that. I did. No, I liked it. I
thought the same as you, Dan, and then I felt like one of the cops is the makeup and FX guy who made the mask, and then the other one, he's like a real life CSI like police officer.
Yeah, he's the guy who gives like the information on the how realistic things are in the film.
You could have cut that dialogue.
I say,
or just not.
I don't like the comedy back and forths and that, but that one I didn't mind so much. I thought it was all right. Yeah.
So now this is where we need to have Michael fully realised. So the podcasters get another fucking... Oh god, they're literally sitting on Judith Meyer's grave, like fucking recording. I was just like, you fucking scum fucks, recording this. And I just can't even bring myself to remember I just blanked it out. Michael's watching him. Michael, fuck it, this must piss him off. Well, why would it piss him off? Anyway, Michael stalks him to this petrol station, and
just before you go on, they're at the gravesite, and there's the caretaker lady who's showing them around. And as they're like kneeling down doing their serious thing, we get like a shot from behind Michael, so you can see where he's looking.
Yes.
But then when it shows her POV shot at Michael, you can just see him with like a big tree across his face.
Yeah.
So
he's just stood there. He's just stood there in the white gown, isn't he? Yeah.
But it made me piss myself because it looks like he can't see. It looks like he's like staring at the tree. But then obviously, I thought about it for a second. I thought, actually, no, because he's not looking at her. He's looking there, like slightly off, so he can still see. But it just looks like he's just staring at this tree.
Right. So Michael tails the podcasters to the petrol station, the gas station, for all you Yanks out there. So we get some good creepy stuff here, right? So we get
got me that one.
God. Oh no, we need to calm down. We're not going to be able to go.
Oh, God.
Oh God, why did I say that with such a sour taste in my mouth?
That's what made it so funny.
Oh God. Oh God, it's going to be a nightmare to fucking chop this episode up.
Yes.
Right, so
Okay.
he goes. Michael's at the petrol station tracking down the podcasters, and we get the aforementioned callback to Joe Grizzly, Halloween H20, when he stalks. What's the female podcaster's name? I don't know any of the names, but the lady podcaster.
I don't know.
So
I'll get it up for you now. I'm on IMDb.
So she's having a dump, and then Michael comes in, and it's really well done the way it's interchanged. So into they splice between her scenes and the dickhead male podcaster scenes. So he finds that the cashier at the gas station has had his teeth removed, and then it cuts back in, and then Michael sprinkles the teeth over the door to the cubicle, and she's like, "Fuck, man." Yeah. But before we get into what happens next, James, I want you to give me your Michael Myers shoe update for this film.
Well, I've genuinely made a note on this because I've got some weird obsession with Michael's shoes. Because you see them in every goddamn film. And in this film, they're like a 10 out of 10. They're like big fucking scary boots, size 10, 11, whatever. And
not loafers, not brogues, not Converse.
Loafers, not brogues with like thin black granddad socks on, just like... Yeah, not brogues, and also like the mechanic outfit that he's got actually like hangs like nice and baggy at the bottom. Whereas I think Halloween 4 is like fucking... he's got like turn-ups in his... Oh, it's just awful. This is like that. If you saw those shoes, like say if you saw the teeth, right, come down,
yeah,
and then you like looked under and saw like some brogues with like granddad socks, you'd be like, fucking hell, that's like some old man's like lost his mind outside. You'd be like, fuck, he needs help. But like if you saw the teeth drop down and then look down and it was like big pair of like menacing boots, then yeah. So these boots for me are a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, nice. I'd agree.
Just before that happens, she goes up to the man and she goes, can I use your loo? Or whatever she says. And if you watch carefully, you can see in the background, and it's blurred, you can just see Michael's arms going down like that. So he's actually killing the mechanic as she's asking for the toilet.
Oh shit, I didn't notice that.
I missed that.
Yeah.
No, I thought when the male podcaster runs in and he finds that the cashier's had his teeth removed, and then he runs into the bay, the car bay of the garage, and he finds the other dead body of the mechanic. I was like, why was that mechanic doing work in his underpants? Like, why was he wearing his tighty whities to work? I was like, what the fuck is that about?
Yeah,
that's how they do it in America.
Fucking thanks. Yeah, so this is where, he runs in. I'm going to have to find his fucking name. I can't keep calling him the male podcaster. What's his name?
Nah, fuck him. Who cares about him?
Yeah.
No offense to the actor.
No, yeah.
But like the character.
His name is Aaron.
Yeah. Like if he's not.
His name is Aaron, and her name is Dana.
Aaron and Dana.
No, I'm not. No, I don't mean any offense to the actor. He's fucking awesome in this role. Like he's meant to be a shithead.
He's spot on. But
anyway, he runs in, and what does he pick up? Is it a crowbar or a tire iron or something like that? He brings a weapon in with him, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And he walks in and he gets the fucking shit knocked out. Like 7 barrels of fucking shit Michael knocks out of him. Like doesn't even just stab him or strangle him or anything like that. Just like smashing his head against the wall. Like really fucking pounds on him. Fucking, I mean, he's dead. He's fucking gone. And then we see Dana. She does well because he picks her up like remember Prince Albert, the wrestler, like as if he's going to choke bomb her, like two-handed. He breaks her neck like a chicken, like fucking Mark Corrigan tearing the head off a pheasant. Just fucking. I got a pint. Here's your pint. It's got a bit of a head on it, but I'm sure you'll take care of that.
I've got a thing with like this scene and like maybe the first bit of the film was like, you know, if you watch it, you can like see Michael without a mask, and I hate that so much. I hate it. And
they cover it up quite well though, because you do see him, but you can't. It's
I know.
hard
Yeah,
to
and it's
pause
good.
it on
It's
his
like
face.
you've got to pause it to like see his face and stuff like that. But like,
as you're saying this now, literally, I've got Halloween 5 on the background. The scene when Michael's just put his mask back on after crying like a bitch. Sorry, that was just a bit of a coincidence there. Go on.
Yeah, no, I just like watching it. I don't know. It's so different to, I don't know, like this is the, you know, like the kill in like in the first Halloween to get his overalls. You don't see, you just see the dead body.
Yeah.
And like this is like, obviously this is like the sort of stuff that we shouldn't see. I don't think. I think Michael should hide in the shadows, and you should only see his kills at night. I think.
I'm with you.
It's
yeah,
like Jason.
I think
this is like a Jason scene.
Yeah, the more you show, the less effective it is.
Yeah,
generally
like,
is a rule. I think
it's gross and horrible and fucking traumatic, but it's not like, I'm not watching it being like, oh my god, what's going to happen next? It's not scary.
I was thinking about this a lot because, as we will say in a second, he goes and gets his mask and puts it on. And I didn't remember it being just so much like in the daytime when he does that.
Yeah.
So, and it like shows it almost fully. He's spent none of the film hiding in the shadows. And then I was like, it's just not the type of film where he does. And thinking back, the most true to the original Michael where he does hide in the shadows is like 5 when he's hiding in trees and stuff.
Yeah,
like
legit.
that.
I was literally thinking this morning. So I was like,
it's crazy.
There's so many scenes in 5. I can't really remember what we said about it, but there's so many scenes in Halloween 5 where it looks like they're trying to like call back the original, like, oh, he does hide, he's like he's stalking Rachel, he's hiding in a house and stuff like that, you know.
But do not give yourself revisionist history and think that 5 is good. Those scenes where he's doing that, right? He might be doing that stuff, but they are boring and not good. Sorry.
So this is my thing, right? So like it depends what you want. So like what I want from a Halloween film is Halloween 1 and 2, like, you know, Michael's in the shadows and stuff like that. But like if you follow the story, you know, it's 40 years on. He's literally he's just got out of a mental hospital after 40 years. He ain't gonna be fucking hiding anyway. He's just fucking, I'll kill I'll kill as many people as I can, which is, I think, makes sense to the story, but also it's not really it's just like watching like an Eli Roth like gore film, and it was like watching Hostel or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I get that. I maybe he's, I've got to look at this 2 ways. So I'm trying to look at it as if the way like I said earlier, the film that I would have wanted would have been like The Podcasters. Not these two, but you know, podcasters exploring the mystery, yada yada yada, and then you've got to weigh that up against what the audience wanted to see. So
I know,
and I think you have to have this stuff. I think like he is. I know in Halloween he was the opposite of a Jason and a Freddy. He wasn't designed to be an iconic killer. It just happened that he was.
Exactly.
Because they don't show him enough for him to be like an iconic killer. It's just the fact that it just became so popular that they had to make things like that. So
it's like,
he's at the point now. He's an icon. He's one of the big 3. Yeah, he's one of the big 3, 4 if you count Leatherface or Ghostface or Pinhead or something like that. But you have to have this stuff. I mean, you know, you might not like it. You might not like it.
I know, and that's the thing, isn't it? It like all comes down to like money at the end of the day, because like this sort of stuff will get people into cinema. But like in the first film, he only kills 4 people. It's like Psycho. There's only 2 murders in that film, but it's like so good and so creepy.
Speaking of Psycho, I listened to a podcast the other day. So you know, like how they have stand-ins in Hollywood, not like a body double, but a stand-in who would do all the rehearsal scenes with another actor.
Whilst they light it and stuff,
Yeah, so the stand-in for Jamie Lee Curtis's mum, what's her name?
Janet Leigh
in Psycho. The stand-in for her was actually murdered. Yeah, in a gruesome
I've never heard that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like an actual Psycho-style killing as well.
If we're going Psycho as well, have you seen the deleted scene of these 2 podcasters?
No.
So there's a scene where she's in the shower and there's like a clear see-through curtain and the Michael mask is coming up to the curtain like that, like as a nod to Psycho. And
oh shit! No, I've never seen that.
When she opens the curtain, it's the male podcaster wearing the mask.
Oh, it gets even worse. What a fucking asshole!
Right, let's get to Michael going to Haddonfield, right?
But yeah, so what? No, what do you like? So just before that, like my thoughts on him, like not wearing the mask and stuff like that. It's like a completely different film. Do you think?
Yeah.
That's good or bad?
What, when he's not wearing the mask?
Yeah, I know. It's not like you can't see his face. It's not like a close up, but like
I mean, I always think that he should be in the shadows. Everything like that. Everything you've just said, I do agree. But I like this because I want to see something new, and I love the way James Jude Courtney looks.
Yeah.
And let's just get onto it now, right? I'm just gonna say this. Don't know if you agree with me. Hot take: James Jude Courtney is the best Michael Myers, in my opinion.
Dick Warlock for me.
I just think he's got such like build without being too big, like Tyler Mane. Not that Tyler Mane was bad. He has just got the motions down to a T. Like he's copying them.
Yeah,
but he's not copying them badly. He's doing it perfectly. He's
fucking great. And he is really good.
Natural. He's natural as he's doing it. Like his walk is that stiff walk.
Yeah,
but he's fast as he does it. And he's like,
I love it. Yeah, it's fucking great.
He's the perfect size. I think he's like. So we'll get to this next bit now. So he arrives in Haddonfield, right, and it's fucking balls to the wall Halloween. Yeah. So we get he's like a kid in a fucking sweet shop, right? He's like he doesn't know where to go first. Like and they have that tracking shot over his shoulder of him walking to the barn, picking up a hammer, right, and just storming into this house.
Mrs. Elrod.
It is, isn't it? It's basically that.
Yeah.
He goes in there and like just off camera beats her to death with a hammer, and I was like, fuck me, that was like what was that? Like 2 minutes he's been there and he's done that. Swaps out his hammer for his traditional fucking butcher knife. Out he goes. Thank God he did not kill that baby because I knew he didn't, but I was like holding my breath even as I watched it last night. Goes out there and then we do get a sort of like a traditional Michael Stalker. He looks through the window at this woman that's on the phone, goes back in, and her death's fucking brutal as well because he smashes her face in first, then knife through the back. And I was just like, fuck, this is like it's like speed running his greatest hits just to show that he's back, and so we get into the rest of the film.
I was just going to say I love like a tracking shot on a one take, so I don't want to go off topic, but James, have you seen Smile 2 yet?
No, not yet, so please don't spoil it for me.
So this isn't a spoiler, but the opening scene of that is like one tracking shot.
I knew what you were going to say because that is a fucking sick opening scene.
Yeah. So and like you can look back on like True Detective and stuff like that, tracking shots. Yeah. They're quite like fashionable, or they were then, and still are, I suppose. But when done well, like this, a tracking shot, it's almost like playing a video game, isn't it? As you're Michael going through. I absolutely love this scene. I always remember it being a lot longer, but it's perfect how it is anyway. If it was too long, it'd be too gimmicky. But
it's not that long because when he's looking through the window at his second victim, I was thinking to myself, that first woman hasn't been dead for 3 minutes yet. Like she's like, and he's already here. And then he gets the second girl, and then he comes out, and he like sort of like he comes out and he sort of smells the air. He's like, like Halloween.
Yeah, it's about 2.5 minutes long, that whole bit. So it's not very long, but it's
like if it was longer, it'd be. This is where I got like again like these notes now. It's like the home invasion scenes. These two are fucking horrible. Like they're so, especially that hammer one, because like she sees him walking down as well. No, she doesn't see him. She like faces him. But it's Halloween, so like. But
how do you feel about that death being off screen or off screen deaths?
I don't mind off-screen deaths at all. I kind of like I think it's more. If anything, like you see what he's going to do. He walked off screen, and then it's like all in your head, which I prefer. Yeah. But I think what my thing was like this. This is like Halloween 2 Michael Myers. So he's at the opening when he kills that girl after he steals the knife from Mrs. Elrod's house.
Yeah,
I was like, fucking. It's like it's not like it's not Michael from the first one. It's oh shit, now he's just on some fucking mental rampage, and it's like he's back to being like proper scary. It's not like Halloween 6 where he's like a Jason sort of thing,
It's like for me, like with going back what you said about off-screen deaths, and I think it's a case-by-case basis because you can't just say all off-screen deaths are shit. You can't just say all off-screen deaths are shit as a blanket statement because that's just not true, because this one with a hammer was really good. I got the effect from what was going on. I understood what they were trying to convey, and I thought it was fucking really effective. But on the flip side of that, there are some, people say cut away and you can imagine worse than what's going to be on screen. And that is true. But going back to another hammer death is the film Kill List.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, that's correct.
Right? Now, for anybody listening to this podcast that hasn't seen Kill List, go and watch it straight away because it's one of the best films I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But there is a very, very brutal hammer death in that film. And this person gets hit in the head with a hammer several times, and the camera does not cut away. It shows you every single strike. And I tell you what, it was fucking worse than the camera cutting away. If that camera cut away, I'd feel safer. When I saw that, I thought, fuck, man, what am I watching?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So I it's not a blank. There's no, if it cuts away, it's shit. No, that's not true at all, because fucking it's not. But then if it does stay on, and if you get the effects to look right, then fucking yeah, that's effect as well. Just listen to what's in your heart and just do that.
Film directors. That's what Dan's telling you.
Paul, if you were making this film, what would you cut away, or would you have like followed him in and like shown him what he was doing?
The reason.
Quickly, Paul, before you go on, just what you're saying then, to interrupt. The hammer death for me was more effective than the knife in the back of the throat death, because
absolutely,
that didn't look as good. So it's apples and oranges, like either or. Sorry, Paul, go on.
Sorry, just before you go. Sorry,
go on,
that knife through the throat thing. The most shocking bit about that is when he slams her head down.
Yeah, that's like
and
real
it's like
violence.
so realistic, because she's like blanks out. She's like, what the fuck? And then the knife through the throat is kind of shit. Like,
it's like he was stunning an animal before he put it in its throat. It's like it was gross. It was gross, but it just wasn't as good as the hammer thing. So yeah.
Anyway,
sorry, Paul.
For me, I was just going to say, like, the reason I brought it up was because I can imagine people being annoyed by some of the off-screen stuff in this film. But when it's done well, which that was, it's way better, because I didn't need to see like a random woman getting twatted with a hammer. Because I don't know if that happens at that point in the film as well. You've got the rest to go, and you're going to be like, "Oh, well, nothing tops that now."
Yeah.
So just the fact that it's like the Tarantino Pulp Fiction thing, you know, when in the OD scene where Tarantino purposely left the camera filming from the outside of the room, and all the shit's happening inside the room.
Yeah.
Just because he felt like there was more tension because you're waiting outside from your POV, sort of your point of view. And you can,
he does that in
you don't know what's
Reservoir
going on.
Dogs as well, doesn't he? With the ear scene cuts away, like the camera literally moves away.
The camera pans away. But in this film, like the camera's following Michael and then stops there as he goes to you guys. Goes that way, and then he comes back, and then the camera's back on him and follows him for the rest. And it's very artistically well done and perfect, and just the sounds are like as well. So
there's a lot of shots in this film where it's like following him playing the Halloween theme, and I think again it's like, you know, imagine that was in like the first. It's not in the first film, that is it? Imagine that was in the first film where it was like, you know, you follow it. It's like it's a lot of this is told from like Michael's point of view, which is like makes him not scary.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, I mean, well, you do see things from Michael's point of view in the first film, because obviously you see the stalking.
Yeah, but it's not like. Yeah, but it's not like it's not shot from behind him with the Halloween play and like.
You don't see everything that he's doing. You don't see his plan. So he is this more.
He's not a person, is he? He's like just a.
Yeah.
Like
he's not meant to be a person. But I think we know Michael as a character so much by now. Like, I think this was quite a novelty to see. It's only 2 kills. Like, it's just like a quick 3-minute scene of just like seeing the kind of shit that he does. I quite liked it. I thought it was pretty good.
It's weird because I love it, and I think it shows he's fucking crazy, and he just doesn't give a fuck. Like, he is literally like, he will come into your house and kill you. Blah blah blah. It does not matter. But also, I'm like torn because like it's not
the Michael.
It's not Michael. Like I mean, you know, it's more of like a Jason thing. You know,
it is. I think 40 years later though.
You've got to make it allowed.
Sorry, go on. I was just saying it's 40 years later. Like that. If they'd have had the ideas for that kind of stuff back then, they probably would have done it.
They would have done it, yeah.
But it's like, it has to be more up to date. And
like you've got to make allowances for the audience as well, for the audience that want to see that sort of stuff. I know we don't, like I just said. And not that I don't, but you know what I mean? Like, the audiences want to see that sort of stuff, and so I'm not surprised they put it in, because it is fucking cool. Just is cool. It's not tacky or cheesy.
It's a great shot.
No, I'm not saying it's like I prefer like
the way
I don't know,
old
just
school
like,
Halloween.
Just like hiding. You know, like even in like Halloween 4, there's like clips where you like see his face in the shadows and then it's gone. It's like fucking hell. But this is different film.
So let's go back to the be all and end all of Halloween parties on a Wednesday night. We see Alison sees Cameron kissing some bird, so they have a row, and he just fucking throws her phone phone in the trifle. He's like, what? And I was really confused about the scene because they start rowing about it. He's like, oh, nothing happened. She was just talking to me. And she's like, I saw you, blah, blah, blah. And he takes her phone off her because somebody's ringing it. He throws it in the pudding. Like,
the pudding.
I was like, what the hell were they trying to do at this point? Because like she starts like looking like she's going to laugh and they're going to kiss and make up. And then she just goes like, ugh, and storms off. And I was like, what the fuck was that for?
I will be honest, I skipped past these scenes. I just couldn't be...
No. I think I saw it differently from you. So the girl kisses him and he holds the kiss and then backs away and then turns around, sees her. She has a go at him and he loses his temper, snatches the phone out of her hand, puts it in. It's more of a dip, I thought, like a big...
Yeah, is it like a nacho cheese?
Yeah, something like that. But he steals it out of her hand, puts it in, and she does laugh, but she's laughing because she can't believe what he's just done and how petty that was. Because he's like, oops, he's like, oops, you're going to answer that? And then she's just like, so... Annoyed. She just cannot believe what he has just done, how petty and small that was, that she just kind of laughs and then storms off. She just can't believe what he's done, basically.
I thought they were going to like laugh and be like, oh, this is so stupid, let's just be friends, because they're friends in the next film. But this provided me with a bit of context as well, because when I first saw Halloween Kills, I forgot all about this. So when I first saw Halloween Kills and I saw him, and he was wearing a dress, I was like, what the fuck is this dude wearing a dress for? And I was like, well, you know what? He might just dress like that. Hey, it's the 90s. No, that was my thought. I was like, he's like what? He's like 18? Fucking maybe people do dress like that, you know? So what? But now I realise he was actually cosplaying as Bonnie.
But for what just happened then, between those two, because up until that point they seem like a really nice couple and that. Yeah. When she's walking with his mate, and she's like, as soon as he has a drink, this is what he's like. And she's like, I can't do it again. So it just, I'm paraphrasing, I don't remember the exact words, but she basically points out that when he has a drink, he becomes an absolute dick.
Fucking hell. Okay, I didn't know that.
That's basically what he did. So
yeah, so I skipped past those scenes and I was like, fuck, why is she actually
I don't blame you. Oh yeah, that's why. Because a girl kissed him, which he didn't fully move away from, and then put her phone in the dip.
I do kind of like that, because it's like, you know, when we've met this boyfriend, he's like, he's been for dinner with her, like a fucking family, and like...
Yeah, you're not really missing much of him as a character in this film. It's like, the only reason he's there is so he can throw the phone in the sour cream. So she can't answer the fucking call.
So she doesn't have the phone. Yeah, but it's not like it doesn't build up to it, though. It's not like that couldn't happen. It was an okay way to make her not have the phone, wasn't it?
Yeah. So we get two other scenes now. So we'll go to the first one is babysitter Vicky babysitting that little kid, and she invites her boyfriend round, Dynamite Kid, and they're gonna have some sex, baby. And he's got the date tattooed on his shoulder to commemorate, right? So like. And I was just like, fucking hell, I'm skipping ahead. But when you see his corpse, basically Michael kills him, pins him up against the wall, and the camera closes in on the date that he's got on his arm, which is Halloween, obviously, the day he was going to have sex. And I just thought they're just going to put on his tombstone, like, rest in peace, dude, you never scored. I don't know, like fucking like her death as well. It's quite bad. It reminded me of like Danielle Harris in the first Rob Zombie film. You know, she's being dragged away.
I tell you what, I actually like when I was watching that, I kind of felt something to be like, oh shit, like, because I think you hear her scream when he stabs her the first time. She's like screaming like, oh my god, like fucking you know.
She's like a normal person, unlike Linda in the Rob Zombie remake, who's just the most horrendous woman ever.
Oh yeah.
Before you carry on, though, we just skip past like the conversation with her and the kid.
Yeah,
so a little bit of character building. So like apparently that was all ad-lib between those two, with him talking about his toenails and
I find that believable.
First time actor, but like I did say earlier about that like Judd Apatow style of dialogue where they talk to each other and talk over and like super bad style thing, which I don't like, but I did like. I like that kid, and I liked her. Obviously, we just come from the Rob Zombie films where all the characters are fucking horrible. So, yeah, they were quite likable.
Yeah, the thing that got me with this scene was I loved like their relationship, the babysitter and the kid.
They've got chemistry.
Yeah, and it's great. And then, but the one thing that like really annoyed me was like, you know, when he's like, oh, could you just go check the closet? And she does. No, I liked it when she opened it and he was there. I was like, fucking hell, like that's actually good, because you wouldn't expect that. And then it cuts to the kid being like, oh shit, and he just runs off. Fucking hell, just take. it takes away, I think, the scare factor of that jump scare. And I think that jump scare was actually really good because it was quite very unexpected.
The kid going, oh shit, made me fucking piss myself, right? But do you know the bit that actually made me go, oh, do you know what fucking just took away from this? Like, she runs off, right? And she fucking slips on her sock, and it makes like a whoopee cushion fucking Looney Tunes sound. And she goes on her face, like, dunk. And then Michael drags her off and stabs her. And I was like, that's fucking dumb as shit.
Yeah, it was a bit shit.
Like, thing is, though, you can say, like, you could have had a big chase sequence and stuff, which you probably should have done. But who cares?
Nah.
People do slip.
I would have done that if I was filming that, right? You wouldn't have had the kid say, oh shit. She would have opened the door and Michael would have been there and he would have grabbed her by the hair, pulled her in, shut the door, and you would have heard her being like, oh my god, fuck. And then quiet.
That actually would be way
anything
better.
But a fucking comedy fucking ice skate fall. Like, fucking, what was that? Like?
It's not even the fall, like, it's just the kid. Not that the kid's bad or anything like that, but it's oh shit, it's like cue the audience going, ha ha ha.
It was
great. What a great film.
To be fair, that is exactly what I did. I was like,
no, I did. I did the same. That's why it's like.
That's why you don't like it, because it made you laugh, and it shouldn't be making you laugh at that point in the film.
I just don't.
You don't want to laugh in a Halloween film.
Don't want to laugh in a Halloween film. Like,
you don't want to laugh when that good scares just happens. You have to fake out, and then he's actually there.
Yeah, that's what I don't mind. Like
within a
Halloween
split second,
with
you've
the
got a
old
comedy
guy with Loomis. Like, that's laughable. And you see Loomis smile because he's like, "Would you like a drink?" He's like, "Oh yeah." But like after that scare, which is genuinely, I think, pretty good, and he's like, "Oh shit!" It's just I don't know. I don't know why.
Wrong time, wrong place. But then, so you got Dave downstairs who's just been fucking around with that motorbike, which I thought was quite funny because he's stoned and he's just like revving the shit.
That's actually it's quite realistic, isn't it? Like, and then, if you were at a house and you'd be like, yeah, fucking hell.
For me as well, I was thinking about like, this lad who's like, he's getting stoned on his own, going to meet his missus, probably didn't even go to the Halloween party. He's just like fannying around in his own world, gets on the chopper and he's just like, vroom, vroom. It's like, I don't know, I quite like that in a character. It reminded me a bit like a Jay and Silent Bob kind of moment. Like stoner character, kind of classic stoner character kind of thing. And then though, when the kids like run and he's like, he knows his missus is getting attacked, he's like, gets a knife and he's like, I'm going to go for it.
I kind of like that,
He actually tries to beat Michael.
So I'm going to,
off screen.
On the back of that, I'm going to award him with my Fighting Spirit Award for this film, because he could have ran and he could have lived, but he picked up a fucking knife and he went in to go and fight. I was going to award it to female podcaster trying to escape under the toilets because she like slams doors and she crawls away and she nearly gets away.
Yeah.
I think willingly going in to fight for someone you love is takes that one. So my Fighting Spirit Award goes to the Dynamite Kid. Yeah, so Laurie sees Michael for the first time in 40 odd years in the window, and the first thing she does is pull up the fucking Colt Python that she's been hiding in her pants all these years. Fucking take a shot, and boom, she fires at him, and turns out it's not Michael, it's actually a mirror, so smash. But really fucking cool. Bit of trivia about that one.
Yes.
The Michael that she shot at, the guy in the mask, was Nick Castle.
Nick Castle, yes.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I do love that though, because you're like, I love the fact it's like, you know, in some horror films, you're like, just fucking shoot. Just shoot him in the head. And she does.
Yeah. Isn't it a bit of a reversal where he's looking out the window at her as well?
They're both looking at each other, but he's looking at her through the mirror.
Yeah, he is. But he's still, from our point of view before the mirror smashes, it's him looking down at her. Do you know what I mean? Isn't it?
Well, it's like that. You know that meme that's doing the rounds at the minute. Like, you know, if you put a mirror on the top of the ceiling during a chess match, you can see your opponent's moves. It's like that sort of.
You learned that from a certain
So we get some scenes with Sartain, Laurie, and Hawkins, and I swear to God, I was pulling my hair out of these scenes because there were some of these lines they were fucking so fucking ham-fisted. Like, it's like ChatGPT wrote them. Sartain is like, Michael, he will kill again unless he is stopped. And I was like, oh my God, man. And Laurie like looks at him, and Hawkins is like, this is Dr. Sartain, Michael's doctor, and she's like, so you're the new Loomis. And I was like, oh, fuck off, man. And then she's like, I prayed every night for Michael to be released just so I could kill him. And Hawkins is like, well, that was a dumb thing to pray for. And I was like, who the fuck wrote that scene? And oh my God,
it's very
hated it.
So the bit I was going to mention was when Hawkins goes back into the house and he sees the figure with the ghost bed sheets over.
Yeah.
And he pulls it off, and it's the girl Vicky. But if you look in the fish tank next to her, the pumpkin that he that her boyfriend Dave brought round is inside the fish tank.
Right.
And I don't know if I didn't look properly, but I think all the fish are dead as well, so you can add them to the kill count. Because he killed all the fish. Yeah, he's gone downstairs, killed him, got the pumpkin, brought it back up, set up the body, and put the pumpkin in the fish tank.
Yeah, well, he does that.
I just found that. Yeah, he's a prankster, man.
He's a dick, isn't he? Think about the ghost costume and the Judith Myers tombstone from the first film.
Yeah,
dude's like
and
a Halloween jokester,
sister when he was 7.
What a little prank that was, eh? What a rascal.
Yeah, I wasn't like meaning that, oh my god, it was a prank. It was just like, I just noticed it, and it's like, they probably were like on set filming it, and they were like, oh, let's put the pumpkin inside there.
So what's happened? What is it? The pumpkin of... I don't understand.
So Dave brings over a pumpkin, which is actually called Tate, which is a callback to H2O.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But it's the pumpkin that he brings over, and he's stolen it from somewhere. And then when Hawkins finds her body, the pumpkin's in the fish tank next to her. So
right, okay,
Michael's just been fucking around, trying to scare people and whatnot.
So, where's my hug? He's trying it on with Alison. He's like, where's my blowjob? Where's my kiss? And she's fucking having none of it. And she runs off, and she leaves him in this fucking garden. And Michael does this fucking awesome sort of like teleport-style kill. So the lights are on, and you can see him. And the lights go off, and then Michael moves. Then the lights go on, and he's closer. And he's like, he thinks he's some neighbours. Like, Mr. So-and-so, I'm going. And then he just fucking slices him. And he's like, oh, fuck! And he just does one.
It's the fact that...
Thinks he's Mr. Elrod, doesn't he?
Is it Mr. Elrod? Yeah. Is that what it is? Yeah. So, okay, that's... Yeah.
It's showing how smooth and shadowy Michael is, because he's moving without setting the light back off.
Yeah.
Because it's the kid who's setting the light off. So when the light goes off and Michael's walking in it, but he's not giving enough motion to set it off. It's the kid who moves around who sets it back off. Then Michael's closer, and then when it goes off again, he sets it back off again, and Michael's just like...
That's really cool, because I was thinking... As that was happening, I was thinking of, those angel statues off Doctor Who?
Yeah.
I was thinking of that sort of shit when it was going on, because I was like, oh, fuck, when you open your eyes, they're closer to you,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's just... it's just... He's so smooth.
This scene is fucking ace, but the only thing I don't like is that kid that fucking don't worry, Mr. You sat in somebody's garden. Don't worry, Mr. Elrod. Have you never had a thing that goes wrong with a woman? I was like, shut up, just shut up.
Fucking hell, man. Is this your H2O, James? Man, you really do not like this film, do you?
Fuck. I hate him, and I hate that male podcaster. But yeah.
So Hawkins spots Michael driving around this squad car. Picks up Alison, doesn't he? Because Alison sees the death, and she runs, and she gets in Hawkins' car. In she jumps. Hawkins spots Michael, fucking runs him down. Boom! Fucking KOs him. Fucking yeah, man. I was like, fucking get him, Hawkins.
Ben Tramer, PTSD.
I was about to say what would have been a good callback if that was Ben Tramer's son. Ben Tramer Jr. And he's just like, oh, not again. They're demask him. They're like, it's not even Michael. This kid's 18. Actually,
my God.
He would have been he'd been 43 or something.
Just imagine later on, Sheriff, we've been looking for Ben Tramer Jr., but we haven't seen him. He was wearing one of those stupid Halloween masks. I was thinking about Ben Tramer before, actually, because he does not turn up in any of this trilogy, does he? And they bring back a lot of fucking minor characters, but they never bring back Ben Tramer. So I choose to believe that he's Karen's dad.
Karen's dad?
Yeah.
Because he didn't burn up in a fire in this film. He didn't go and die in a fire in this film.
I was just literally thinking that. I was like, how does that work? Because he was on fire.
Before you carry on, what about the fat kid's death? He starts climbing the fence, Michael stabs him in the back, and then he's just impaled on the spike in his mouth.
Good.
Yeah, good.
I did like the reveal though, where he's screaming for help and she comes back.
Yeah, and then he just appears from behind the thing, and she's just like, oh. Yeah, that was good. And also the music in that scene, it's like John Carpenter original, and it's like, and it was made by someone rubbing a bow across a guitar string.
It was it's his son, isn't it, Corey Carpenter?
Someone from the Doors' nephew. No.
Oh no! So you're
three people composed it.
It's Corey Carpenter, and then it's somebody else who worked on it is like nephew's brother, whatever it is part of the Kinks.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. But it was John Carpenter who composed it, I think.
But yeah,
but that music is so
cool
good. It's like my favourite Halloween music since the original.
Since Halloween 5, with the
since the clown music in Halloween 5.
Right, so Hawkins has got Alison and Dr. Sartain in the car. He spots Michael, he fucking runs Michael down, and he's like, fuck you, Michael, you're gonna die, bitch. So Hawkins gets out, he's about to fire off one, he's about to 86 Michael, and then we get the fucking most obvious heel turn on the fucking planet, where Dr. Sartain is like, no, you must leave my patient alone. And then he goes like that to protect Michael. He's the property of the state. And then, Sartain has been concealing, what is it? Is it a letter opener?
Yeah, within like a Parker pen or something.
It's like some sort of tiny dagger or something, isn't it?
I wonder if he got...
It's a dagger inside of a pen.
I wonder if he got that pen. You know, when like old people sign up to life insurance, they're like, oh, and you get a free Parker pen for signing up. I wonder. I actually quite like this bit, though, because like it's something I would have always expected like them to write into Dr. Loomis's character. Yeah. To be like, oh, he's going to turn bad and blah, blah, blah. But I actually didn't mind this. And I hate this film, but yeah.
So he stabs Hawkins, right? And then we just get Alison's point of view, and she's like, "Oh my god!" And she's looking, and you just see Sartain emerge like this with the fucking mask on, and I was, oh my god, I couldn't stop laughing. I could not stop laughing. It brought back fucking flashbacks. If you remember Tiny Michael from
Tiny Michael.
From Halloween 2007. Well, this was old fat Michael from fucking like. Yeah, what do you think about Sartain wearing the mask and wanting to kill and wanting to see what Michael's like in the wild?
I don't actually.
Yeah, it's alright.
I don't actually mind it, and like I don't know, just him wearing the mask is a bit like for that one like jump scare, and then he just takes it off straight away. It's just kind of weird.
I think it fits his character though.
It does fit his character.
He's obsessed. True, Like, why wouldn't he want to wear it?
So I'm going to say this was one of the most scary parts of the film. So he bundles Michael into the back of the cop car with Alison, and he's like, "This is my patient." And he shoves in, and he gets in the front seat like that. And I was thinking, fuck, right, Michael's going to wake up in a minute, and he's going to be in the back seat of a fucking cop car with some random bird. She is dead. And I was like, oh no. Yeah. Like, this was probably the most genuinely scary moments of the film, I thought. Dr. Sartain, right? Got a couple of things I want to say about him. One, I love his voice. I love his gritty, over-dramatic voice. I'm not a massive fan of the character, but I do love his delivery. 2, he was in EastEnders.
No.
Like a proper EastEnders character. Not going to get into it here, but he was in EastEnders.
No, you've got to tell me at least, please.
Oh, no, I'll just let you look it up. But he was a character in EastEnders in the 1980s.
So I love it when
Mehmet Osman.
Sorry, it's like a bit of a side thing, but like I love it when British soap actors turn up in like American films. Like there was one when I went to watch Gladiator 2, I messaged you, Dan, saying like, oh my god, there's a guy from Coronation Street in it, and he's got like a talking role in it. He's like one of the gladiators. He speaks to Paul Mescal, and you'd actually
is it when he's like
on night out in Wrexham, I think.
Yeah, I've met him a few times. I've met him twice, I think. He's a really nice dude.
Is it when they're like in the cages?
Yeah, in Gladiator 2, he's one of the... when they're being transported in the wheeled cages, he's like he becomes friends with Paul Mescal. But I've met the actor. He's from Corrie from back in the day, but he is... I won't say too much, but I met him in Wrexham one night, and he was so chill, so cool. Like, down to earth, proper nice dude. Bought him a beer, yeah. So, that's it. 3 degrees of separation. I know someone that knows Pedro Pascal.
4 degrees.
That's 4 degrees, sorry, but yeah.
9.
Michael wakes up. You'd think he would go for Alison because she's right next to him, but no, he seems to be more pissed off at the man that's held him captive for 4 years, and he smashes the shit out of the cage, which causes Sartain to go all over the fucking place, drags Sartain out. He curb stomps this motherfucker, right? But not only is he his head explodes John Strode style. Like, I do not remember this death, and I saw that, and I thought, fuck me, that is amazing.
I laughed my ass off watching that.
So that's it. That's rest in peace, Dr. Sartain. What do you guys think of Dr. Sartain? Is he...
He's alright. It was obvious that he was going to be a villain, because He's the most villain-looking motherfucker I've ever seen.
Didn't really like the character, but I thought the actor was pretty good.
Yeah.
Right, so the two gormless cops get wiped out by Michael, and we get the corpse reveal when Ray, that is Laurie's son-in-law, checks the cop car, and Michael has like made one of their heads into a jack-o'-lantern, and he's used like a flashlight to illuminate their head. I thought that was so fucking funny.
I love that. That's so good.
It's really
that was
cool.
Excellent.
Yeah.
But then Michael does his Andy McNabb shit, Rainbow Sixes in with a garrote like that, and that's the end of Ray.
I love that death though, because that's like old school Michael.
That's
again,
the Michael
like,
you like, isn't it? The fast in the shadows Michael.
Coming out of nowhere, like he doesn't even know that he's there. That's what I like. He doesn't know he's there, and he's like done.
So we get to the final scene, and we're in Laurie Strode's Home Alone, Skyfall, booby trap compound, and Michael smashes through the door and he grabs Laurie by the hair like that, and she gives him the old "eat this" from Alien, and she blows his fucking fingers off. I was like, yes, girl, yes, queen. That was so good.
I forgot that happened, and when it did, I was like, fucking yes.
It's great.
That's 2 shots he's had at him in this film now.
I forget which way round this goes now. Does he throw her out the window first, and then she comes back in and starts sealing the rooms?
The whole scene, right? So like, she's like going around the house being like, oh, like where is he and stuff like that, and it's like pretty tense. It's really like, I think it's well done. Like, and go on, Paul.
I was just going to say, I mentioned earlier, don't let me forget, this is the Michael, this is the shape Michael, where he is. We don't know where he is, and like he's a massive dude, but he could be anywhere. And she like opens the closet, and she's like, I'm not going to fall for this. And she opens the other half of the closet because you'd expect him to come out, but he's not there. And he's hiding around the house. And he is the proper shape again. He is just in the shadows. You can't hear him. You can't see him. You don't know where he's going to come out of. So we've had the new Michael where he is. We see him following people around and killing people and stuff. But then you get the old school shape where he is. Man. And the tension is really high.
Yeah.
So when she's in the mannequin room and he's, there's a couple of false starts, but then he comes out and he is in the mannequin room and he brawls with her, and then he ends up throwing her out off the balcony, doesn't he? Right? And I love this little callback. He throws her off the balcony, and then something distracts her. Is it Alison banging on the door or something?
She comes.
Alison arrives,
and when he looks back down, it's almost like shot for shot from Halloween 1, except this time Laurie has disappeared off the grass. There's like the imprint of her in the grass, and he's like, fuck, she's using all my tricks in this film.
I was going to say, like, before that, there's a scene of, what's her granddaughter called?
Alison's the granddaughter, yeah.
She is running, and then she, like, trips over, and she, like, looks up, and there's, like, a mannequin, and she's like, and then it's, like, there's another mannequin, and it's, like, and then she does it, like, 3 or 4 times, and then there's, like, loads of, like, zoom in like, these mannequins and stuff.
Is it laughter or screaming or something? Yeah, it's just so out of place. I was like, what the fuck is this? And she screams. She's like, ah! And I was like, what? That scared you after you've just seen Michael Myers murder someone?
But I don't like.
I think they're going for the fact that she's so stressed and she's not been through any of this, and she hasn't had the training that her mother has had.
Come on, like it would have been so much better if they'd done like a long take and it didn't cut away from, because it cuts away from, like, Laurie's looking for Michael in the house now, and she's like, fucking hell, like, where is he? And it cuts away from that to show that. And I know why they do it. It's to show that she's got to Laurie's house, but like, don't need it. Cut it out. Like, just have a long take of Laurie looking for Michael. That would be fucking so good.
Do you know what would have been better? You could have cut the timing out so much so it didn't take away from the other scene, but just her sprinting through the forest in the pitch black, because it would have been pitch black. She trips over something, she looks up, and just 8 shadows of people are just there, and she's like, what the fuck? And then she just carries on going. The audience already know that it's mannequins, but then she just keeps going to the house, and then you're just sort of left with that, what was that kind of thing.
I just don't think you need it, because you know at this point where Michael is. He's not chasing her. He's in the house thingy. Laurie's trying to find him.
I agree it doesn't need to be there, but that would have been what I said I think would be better.
That would have been a better way to do it. You had to do it. Yeah, that would have been a way to do it. Right, so now Michael thinks he's disposed of Laurie Strode. He's going after Karen. He's going after Alison, who are hiding in Laurie's amazing, like, Terminator 2 desert shotgun, Gatling gun basement with, like, fucking kid out with all kinds of shit. And I really love this bit because I forgot this happened. So Karen's aiming the rifle up the stairs because Michael has figured out that he can get in that way. She's there aiming the gun, she's shaking, she's quiet, and then she starts going, Mom, I can't do this, Mom, I just can't do it. And she fucking lures his dumb ass in because he thinks, right, I've got her now. As soon as she sees him, she's like, haha, fuck you, bitch. And she blows him away. Yeah, I was like, fuck yeah, that was awesome.
Same, I forgot it happened. And when it was happening, I was like, oh, come on, like, you've trained for this.
Yeah.
I got something to say about that, though. So I remembered this scene, and I loved it when I first saw it, because she goes like, gotcha, and wink, and like, just poof.
Yeah.
And I thought, yeah, that was fucking cool. But on this rewatch, right, because I think I was like analysing it more and whatever. So before she pretends to be scared to lure him in, she was already scared. She was already panicking and doing that, and her daughter was like looking at her and worried about her because she was shitting herself. And then she acted more scared, even though he was going to come anyway.
Oh, no, like she's method acting.
No.
Method acting.
No, she was already scared, then she acted scared, and then she wasn't scared. It just, for me, it was just like, and I still like the gotcha thing, but it was a weird, pointless, fake build-up to make her do that cool thing. It doesn't make sense.
So they throw Michael down into this prison, and for some, it's like a fucking Mortal Kombat prison. These blades just come like that.
Yeah, I know. It's like so.
That's exactly what I thought.
It's like, what the fuck is this shit, man?
Yeah, I know.
I was literally going to say it was like Mortal Kombat, like spikes going out.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. And I love this scene because they light his ass up, because this isn't a castle, this is a prison, and they fucking... The gas comes on, the fire comes on, and Michael, he's looking up there and he's like, well, I can't get out of here, but this building is going to burn down, and I am going to get out of here then. I love this ending. I thought this was a great ending. They've trapped him, they've tricked him, they've outsmarted him, and it's what protagonists in a film like this should be doing if you're going to beat Michael Myers. Don't shoot him and...
But, I don't know, I like bits of it, but I just don't like Laurie being like fucking Kevin McAllister. You know, I just, like, I don't want to watch that.
Did you like the line, it's not a cage, it's a trap?
I did. Yeah, I did, yeah. I thought, thank you for explaining that to me.
You liked that.
I actually did, yeah, because she was like, it's not a cage, it's a trap. I was like, yeah, fuck, that's awesome. I don't know why you don't like it so much. Like, why do I like this film and you don't?
Oh, I don't know. It's just very... I don't know. Some bits of it, like, I love, and then some bits are, like, very, like... I don't know. Like, Paul, you know what I mean, because you mentioned it.
So, Michael he's staring up the stairs. He gets engulfed by flame and smoke. I like this end shot. Laurie, Alison, and Karen run out. They get into the back of this farm truck that happens to be passing, and the three of them are just in the truck going off at the end. And I thought that is such a cool shot to end on. I thought that was fucking great.
Yeah.
That is the
end of the film, and I can really see why people wouldn't have been satisfied by this if they thought this was the only film coming out. However, I know better, and I thought it was really good. Yeah, I enjoyed that finish. Paul, give us some trivia on Halloween 2018.
Paul's trivia of the week. Alison mentions that Halloween is a school night. Halloween in 2018 was in fact on a Wednesday, a school night.
Fucking
there you go. That's IMDb for you. That. Right. So this I thought was interesting because this is something we've never actually spoken about, which we probably should have done. The film's producer, Malak Akkad, who is the son of Mustafa Akkad, the producer of the original 1978 film. Mustafa Akkad was murdered along with his daughter Rima in the terrorist bombing in Jordan in a hotel in 2005. Jamie Lee Curtis has recounted how the first person she saw when she came to the set of the first day of filming for the 2018 film was Malak, who she remembered as a 7-year-old child visiting the set during the production of the original film. She added that seeing Malak for the first time since his father's death immediately brought her to tears. Jake Gyllenhaal helped convince Jamie Lee Curtis to reprise her role of Laurie Strode for the film.
I did not know that, but I do know that he is her godson.
Jake Gyllenhaal is a family friend of Curtis and is dubbed by her as an unofficial godson. Okay. The date the film was released in the UK and USA is the day Michael Myers was born, October 19th. In the child's bedroom, the rotating lamp features a clown with a knife, a nod to the first killing in the original film.
Yeah, I bet there's like so many nods to everything.
That's what most of this trivia is, so it's not great.
Yeah. That's fine though, like keep going.
Two kids bump into Michael before he grabs the hammer from the garage. One kid is shouldering a toy boombox, a tribute to the scene in Halloween 2, where Michael is bumped into by Dick Warlock's real-life son, Lance Warlock, carrying a boombox. I'll give you one more because these are pretty wank. The scene where Alison walks down the street with Vicky and Dave mirrors the original 1978 Halloween film, in which Laurie does the same with Annie and Linda.
Wait, I can't hear
See what I mean?
What was that one?
It really doesn't matter. That'll do for the trivia. And that was bullshit trivia of the week. There you go.
James, what else came out in 2018?
What else came out in 2018, he asks. So, Hereditary.
What an
It's
old
so weird to
fucking
think,
timer.
like, in my head, they are not, like... I don't remember watching Hereditary the same year I watched this. I'll be honest, again, it's like when we did the Black Christmas one. I've not seen any... Possum, which is fucking awesome.
Ooh, that's on my list for the picks.
I won't be watching that
Right,
because it's got a spider in it.
It's not a spider.
Oh, shut up.
I know spoilers, but it's not a spider. It's not. It's just a
Okay.
puppet.
Okay.
It's not a spider.
You'll watch it.
It's just a...
The poster that they used is so misleading because I imagine a lot of people won't watch it because of that reason, which is such a shame.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go, what else we got?
Apostle. Have you seen that? By
who's
Gareth
in it?
Evans. Let's see.
No, I haven't, but I fucking love Gareth Evans films.
Oh shit, Dan Stevens, as we were talking about earlier. There was a Strangers film that came out. The Strangers Pray at Night.
The sequel, yeah. The sequel starring, what's that name of that woman with the ginger hair?
That wasn't the sequel to the OG one, though, was it?
It was, yeah, it was. It was an 8-year gap between the original and...
Oh, in that case,
sequel.
I have seen that then.
It's the one where the Scarecrow guy, is fighting the kid of the family in the swimming pool.
I don't know. Who cares?
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I don't want to see it.
I think I have seen it, but I can't remember it. The Nun.
First one's shit as well.
I think I've seen that as well.
Is that part of
the
the Annabelle cinematic universe?
Yeah.
I think so. Annihilation. That's a good one.
The Conjuring universe.
Oh my god, Annihilation is a banger of a film.
Yeah, so good.
So I read the Annihilation book, and it was good, but it was nowhere near as good as the film. And I started the second book, and I never got through it. I got like
so
about a quarter of the way through.
Is it based on a book or is it a novelization of the film?
No, it's based on the book. There are 4 books. Annihilation,
and then Annihilation.
They all begin with A. Authority is the second book.
Annihilation 3, The Return of Annihilation.
Yeah, and Annihilation 4 with the big light on. The first Purge, and I mean that as in not the first one that came out. There's a film called The First Purge.
Yeah, I don't even think those films have ever been any good. Like, I've watched the first one, I was like, God, this could have been something.
I know, right? It's fucking so bad.
Like, what you could have done with that concept.
But it's all set in Ethan Hawke's house.
It's like that film called Sinister.
Oh, the first half of that I thought was amazing as well. But
but I mean, all set in Ethan Hawke's house.
And the black phone as well. Fucking hell. The Slender Man.
If Ethan Hawke's in a film, there's a chance that his house is going to be in the film as well. So
yeah.
Oh yeah, you do see his house in Training Day quite a bit, actually.
I'm going to say, like, he's like, oh, we've got no budget, so we'll have to film it at my house, but it's fine.
Oh my god, and actually, just thinking about this, there's an old Viking film called The Northman starring Ethan Hawke, and he plays Alexander Skarsgård's dad in, like, the past.
Yeah.
And they spend a lot of time in their Viking hut.
Can you imagine his wife? He's like, oh, don't worry, just go away for the week, love. I'm just decorating the house. She's like, what? What are you filming this time? Oh, it's just a Viking film.
What else we got?
We got The Slender Man. I've never seen it.
No.
I've heard it's awful. I'm not going to watch it.
No interest.
Cloverfield Paradox. I've not seen that one. I don't think that's not the second one, is it? With John Goodman in?
No, it's the third one where it's set in space. It's a bit like Event Horizon.
Is it any good?
If you're a fan of sci-fi, which I am, yeah, watch it. But it's not like that good.
Bird Box.
Right.
Came out this year as well, which I actually enjoyed with Sandra
I've
Bullock.
never seen it.
It's that's part of the Senses universe. So you've got Bird Box where no one's allowed to see. You've got The Quiet Place where no one's allowed to speak.
Okay.
There's another one as well. Oh, The Happening where no one's allowed to smell. Breathe, yeah. I'm telling you, there are more. I've thought of them before. It's the Senses universe.
Oh, it's just like a made-up universe that you've... It's just
the
like
sensory cinematic universe.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a film called Unfriended: The Dark Web.
I've seen that. Yeah, it's a sequel.
Is it any good?
To the film Unfriended. Yeah, it's all right.
Is it actually? I sound like a right dick. I say the titles as if they're going to be bad. I shouldn't do that.
Oh no, like the title's awful. So it's all from the perspective of someone on a webcam. Yeah. So, I tell a lie. 5 people on a webcam are talking to each other. The first one is quite basic, but the second one goes into it a bit deeper. It's all right. I'd watch them both. Like if I were you.
Right, let's recast the shit out of this film so we can all go home. Now, Paul, I think you've done Laurie Strode. James, I think you've done Laurie Strode as well.
I have. I've got 2 people for Laurie Strode, actually.
Let's start with your Lauries.
So I went for Toni Collette. I'll just explain why. Toni Collette, so in Hereditary, because this is what I had imagined it, she's got like sort of like the wild hair as well, but like Jamie Lee Curtis. She can act. She can act her fucking socks off. She can
she's
act it.
fucking
That's
amazing.
exactly what I was going to say. She's amazing, yeah.
James, who's your Laurie Strode?
I've got 2.
Give me both them.
Okay, one of them is Juliette Lewis, because she's a badass.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. And then Laura Dern was the other one, because she's a badass.
Oh, Laura Dern would be fucking good. Laura Dern would be really good.
Yeah.
Laura Dern looks like Jamie Lee Curtis, I think.
Yeah.
We all love Laura Dern though, don't we?
So Paul, tell me, who did you have at Alison?
So you might have to look her up. She hasn't been in. She's like 24 or something. So I've gone 4, and this is because I've been playing The Last of Us, and she is going to be in the 2nd season playing Abby. Caitlin Dever. I watched her in a program called Unbelievable, I think it was, where she played a SA victim who no one believes that it happened. And when the next season of The Last of Us comes out, she's playing a character called Abby. And whatever you do, don't look up anything about.
No,
the character.
I'm not spoiling myself for anything.
Yeah.
Right, James, who did you have?
Ella Purnell. She's in Fallout, and she's in that new Sweet Pea, which I need to start watching. I think she'd be pretty good.
Yeah, I know her. She is good. She's got quite a unique look about her.
Yeah, like she's got those big eyes.
Good shout.
Okay, so for my next one was Karen. I didn't have anyone for Karen. I tried, but I couldn't.
Yeah, I was the same. Like I've got a question mark after mine. I had Heather Graham, but like I think Judy Greer is like so well cast.
Yeah, she is, isn't she? She's so well cast.
She's like perfect.
I've got someone for this. So before I carry on, I probably wouldn't recast anyone in this film, really, because they all do such a good job. However, I've got Jodie Comer.
Hey, fucking hell, yeah, that's a fucking good shout, actually.
Deputy Hawkins. Who wants to go first? Shall I go first?
Yeah, go on.
Garrett Dillahunt. So you'd know him from Deadwood.
I know him.
Looper. No Country for Old Men. He plays Tommy Lee Jones's deputy in that.
Oh my god, yeah.
He's in the Sarah Connor Chronicles, Paul. I think I've never seen him in it, but you would know him. That's where you would know him from.
You said you'd seen that film, Winter's Bone, haven't you? Where they go out into the...
Winter's Bone, yeah. It's Jennifer Lawrence.
Are they in Alaska or something like that? But they go to like a small thing and there's like been a murder. Is that the one?
He's also in Where the Crawdads Sing. He plays like an abusive dad in that. He's really good. And he's in... I've mentioned him before, actually, because we've spoken about the assassination of Jesse James.
He's a proper underrated actor, genuinely underrated. He's so good.
I've got, this is just purely down because he just looks so similar to him. Terry Kinney from Oz.
Who's Terry Kinney in Oz?
McManus. He's like the spitting image of him, I swear.
I'd say yeah, but he's so fucking round these days.
I was going to say, have you seen the size of him now? He's massive.
He's pretty big, but you know, he's old. He's an older guy now.
Paul, who've you got?
I've got Andy Serkis.
I was looking at that, but
You don't like Andy Serkis?
No, I just
Why?
I don't know. That latest Luther film is like the worst.
Did anybody recast Sheriff Barker? Because I did.
Yeah, I did.
Yes, I did as well.
I want to do Barker now because.
Okay, do you want to go? Yeah, go on. You go first then. I feel like you've got something to say.
Don Cheadle.
Fucking snuck him in, didn't you? Right at the end.
Snuck him in right at the end.
I also
This is the Don Cheadle podcast, didn't you know?
Did you recast Sheriff Barker, James?
I did. This is the only other person I've recast. Eamon Walker.
Eamon Walker would have been so much better. So he could have. Oh God, fucking love Eamon Walker so much. I can't wait to use him in something else.
Yeah, I know.
No, I went for. I thought about it, and I've seen this guy. He's a famous Hollywood actor, but I saw him in Bosch a couple of months ago, and he plays a bad guy in Bosch, and he's awesome. Like Paul, you know him. He's the Phantom himself, Arnold Vosloo.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, he's out of Titanic. He is
Arnold Vosloo from Titanic. I don't think James knows this joke actually.
Oh, the guy from The Mummy returned. Or The Mummy.
Yeah, Arnold.
No. You're thinking of Billy Zane.
That's
James,
the joke.
I'm gonna break kayfabe now. So Paul and I often, on purpose, intentionally confuse Arnold Vosloo with Billy Zane, right?
Okay.
Because they look slightly similar because they're both like balding and they wear eyeliner and they're both like really handsome dudes.
Okay, well, listen to this. Me and Izzy watched Titanic because it was on the TV when we were in France the other week. So today, when I was Googling recasting, I was like, right, what films have I watched recently and what casts can I search? So I searched Titanic cast, and Billy Zane came up. I was like, oh, right, that's his name, right? And then I was like, anyway, later on, I was like, right, well, Twin Peaks cast, who can I thingy? And Billy Zane's in Twin Peaks.
He's in that as well, yeah.
And I was like, how random. I don't even know who he plays in it.
He plays the love interest for, what's her name?
Arnold Vosloo.
Arnold Vosloo.
Right, give me your Ray. Who wants to go for Ray? Do you want me to go first?
Who's Ray?
The dad.
The dad.
Oh, I didn't recast anybody else.
I chose, for Ray, I chose quite a few people, but I deleted, like at one point I had Nicolas Cage. Right. So I chose, you. I don't know if you'll know this actor by his name, but you'll definitely 100% know him by his face. I chose an actor called Jerry Burns, right?
Oh, is he like in Breaking Bad? Is he like a love interest for?
No, he's in Breaking Bad. He's like a therapist for Jesse. So Jesse's coming off his heroin addiction.
Oh, not the guy who runs the AA group or whatever, is it?
Yeah, he's the guy. Yeah, he's the guy that runs the AA group.
He's got the Jack Nicholson eyebrows, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think he would be such a fun. I love him as an actor. Like if you've.
Yeah.
I don't even know him. I've seen Breaking Bad and that, but.
He's been in tons of shit. He's been he's an American TV actor rather than a film actor, but he's a fucking great actor.
He's in loads of stuff. But he's in like one episode for loads of stuff. He's in the X-Files for one episode.
Yeah, he's a character actor. You know, he's like a bit part guy.
Yeah,
he does the voice of the detective in Incredibles 2.
Paul, who did you have for Ray?
So I struggled with this because I'll just say. I went for Justin Theroux only because have you ever seen The Leftovers?
Yeah.
In that he's like super intense and he's like there's a lot of scenes where he's like in the kitchen with his family, but he's like he's really serious and intense. I thought he'd be good as like a silly dad, just as like a like a bit of a off type for his style. But I love him as an actor and I think he'd be amazing in something else as like he'd have been a good Wolverine actually if they'd have cast Wolverine more realistically. Anyway, big fan of Justin Theroux, so there you go.
Yeah.
So I'll go first with Sartain. So I chose F. Murray Abraham. He plays Dara Dahl in Homeland, and he plays the uncle in 13 Ghosts. And,
he'd be perfect for that role.
Like he is, and he's a proper, he'd be so good as Sartain. Paul, who have you got?
I've gone for Christoph Waltz.
That's a good one. Who is fucking financing your film? Because your cast has been pretty high caliber.
This film's
me and James here are working on a budget trying to get these TV actors, and you're fucking casting fucking rising Hollywood stars and Christoph Waltz.
It's a dream recast. What can I say?
That's a good shout.
Seriously, good shout.
Can you imagine him with a moustache, just twiddled in his moustache? Yeah. Thank you.
Paul, give me your podcasters.
Right, okay. So,
go on.
These were the first people I cast, and both of them just came to me without even trying, right? So, for the woman, I've gone for Olivia Colman.
Oh, yeah. Are you going to do the same thing as me, where you think they have to have a bit of a partnership off screen?
Why do you think I was going to go for David Mitchell?
Yeah.
No.
David Mitchell.
No, but now you said it, that would have been pretty good to match with Olivia Colman.
Yeah.
But I could never watch him seriously. So for the man, so I was looking at him and I was like, this guy is so annoying. And who else is like this annoying? There's only one person who I could think of that was as annoying as that man. So I've gone for Chris Martin from Coldplay.
I was going to say the same thing. He looks exactly the same.
Oh my God, he is channeling his inner Chris Martin, isn't he? When he's
isn't
doing
he
the
though?
show, yeah.
And I was thinking, I don't want to see Chris Martin die in real life, but I wouldn't mind seeing him get his head smashed in this film.
That was one of my one of my comments on one of my notes is this Chris Martin looking motherfucker.
Thank you.
Legit.
I'm telling you. Time is a flat circle.
Yeah.
This episode, it's all getting linked round. And also, you chose Laura Dern, and I chose Justin Theroux. They're in Inland Empire together as lovers.
Is Justin Theroux in Inland? I've never seen Inland Empire. I can't bring myself to watch it. It just like, because it's shot like...
It's a hard watch. It is a hard watch. Definitely worth watching.
James, who are your podcasters?
So, for the male one, I had Jason Fleming. I think it'd be pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Like,
it's a good shout.
But if that's different though, because if the podcast, not for that role though, not for if the podcaster wasn't an arsehole.
Rewrite him as like a Cockney,
like, because he's British, and so I'd be a bit more like, Jason Fleming. And then I couldn't really think of anyone, so I was just googling the Inside Number 9 cast earlier, and I went for Nicola Walker.
Oh yeah,
I think she'd be pretty good, and I think I was imagining her in like the death scene in the toilet, and I think that'd be pretty good.
Yeah. So for my podcasters, I decided to have a bit of a laugh for it. So I chose Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson as a podcasting duo. Right, gents, give me your final thoughts. Your winners, losers, VIPs, MVPs, pieces of shit. What did you like? What didn't you like? Wrap it up for me in 2 paragraphs or less.
I'll go first. I don't know how I've come across in this one because I've said negative things and positive things, but this is a really good film to me. It's very high up on my list of Halloween films, like possibly top 3. Maybe.
Oof.
Probably.
Really?
Yeah, really. Yeah. I love it. I love the score. There are things that I dislike. I don't like the podcasters. I think if they were toned down way more, less of the high schooler comedy dialogue stuff, cut that shit out. But the positives very much outweigh the negatives. And as I said before, I wouldn't recast anyone because I think everyone did a really good job. The ending's great as well. If it just left it there forever, I would be desperately wanting more, which is a good sign. So it's a good 8.5 out of 10 for me.
Nice.
And there you go.
Nice. James?
Fucking hell, here we go. No, I know.
I can't believe you're going to give a bad review to a Halloween film.
No, I know I've come across as like being really negative in this, but like I think I just get a bit confused where it's like, is it Halloween 1 or is it Halloween 2 where he's like a maniac, or is it like, should it be like the first one where he's like in the shadows a bit more and stuff? But basically all the comments Paul just said, like, the recast I don't think is necessary because everybody does a good job. I just don't really care about Laurie having all these like weapons and like booby traps and stuff like that. It's boring. I think it's boring. But Michael is back to being like scary in this film. Like, he's proper scary. So yeah, what would I give it? I don't know. The problem is I can't remember what I give all the other films rating wise.
But would you rate this film more than Halloween 2009? Halloween 2?
Oh yeah, a lot more.
Now, probably a more serious question. Would you rate this better than Rob Zombie's first Halloween film?
Michael Myers, yes. Yeah. So I don't know. It's so... I like Michael Myers in this film. I don't really like the rest of it. I just hate all that teenage school stuff. So I don't know. I've got 7 out of 10.
Yeah, don't rate it if you don't want to rate it. You don't have to rate it. Okay.
Yeah, I've got mixed feelings. Like, I love bits about it, and I hate bits about it.
Okay. Yeah. Leave it unrated. You don't have to rate it.
What about you?
Right. So first time I saw this film, I didn't like it. I watched it last night, and I sat there and I watched it, and I enjoyed every second of this film. I mean, I hated the podcasters. I was enjoying slagging them off because they're meant to be bad.
Yeah.
There was one scene, and it was the scene with Laurie, Hawkins, and Sartain, and that was bad. You're the new Loomis. That was the one scene I was like, oh god, fuck this. I loved the ending. I loved the burning house. I loved the traps. I loved fucking Laurie Strode with a shotgun, shuttering room after room after room. And to me, this film, it was made with love and a genuine appreciation from the people that made it for past of Halloween. And the film might not be that good, but this is why I still enjoyed Halloween 6, because the people that made Halloween 6 had a fucking genuine love for Halloween and they tried to make a good film. I've really reassessed my opinion on this because I did not like this film at first. I do think there's some cheesy lines, and I do think it is also, like you, James, it's not what I want from a Halloween film, but if they're going to make a Halloween film that's going to go out in the cinemas for everyone to see, this is the best you're going to get, and it's actually quite good. I'm going to say it's a thumbs up from me, yeah. Right, thank you everybody for listening to Dark Talk episode 12. Paul, why are you laughing every time I speak to the audience? It is now the 19th of December, so not sure if we're going to record an episode next week, but if we do, it'll be after Christmas, so Merry Christmas to you all. Thank you for listening. We fucking love doing this podcast and love that you listen to it. We'll be covering Halloween Kills next episode, part 2 of the Blumhouse trilogy, so You two excited for that one?
Very. But yeah, I feel like I've been really like negative about this film.
That's cool, man. It's cool.
No.
It's all good.
Don't worry about it. You got your opinions?
Yeah, but they're wrong.
They might be wrong.
Yeah, they're
but...
wrong. Yeah, excited for the next one.
So we shall see you if we can slip one in before the end of the year, and then maybe an episode. And we'll see you again for Halloween Kills. So thank you for listening. Goodbye and good night.
Good night.
Good night.